we should tell the entire 114 followers that we're drinking ice cold vodka.
Straight up.
Full glasses of vodka. What's up?
Yeah, Chris and Dylan on the mic, straight from Queens Turf. Podcast game strong, Jets, Knicks, Rangers, Murph. Mets and Yankees, dream Bronx to Shea. In the city that never sleeps, sports don't play. NY faithful, we're repping our teams. Jets fly high and up and got both trains. From courts to fields, can't walk away. Queens talk sports each and every day. Chopped cheese breakfast, bagels by noon. Pizza slice nights over New York tune. Game stats fly while the meatball simmers. Chris with the takes, Dylan drops singers. Microphones buzzing like city lights. From Knicks brick shots to Rangers fights. Taste of NYC in every fight. Chris and Dylan, sports talk ignite.
Welcome to the Any Sports Podcast. We'll talk about anything at any given time, but
the main focus is always New York.
What's up, fellas?
What up? Are we recording right now? This is
shit.
fine.
Yeah.
Have we been recording the whole time? Did I just incriminate myself?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Shit.
I'll cut it out.
Oh, man. Well,
Actually, I need a hat. Hold on. Keep talking though amongst yourselves.
listen, we're back.
Finally, in person.
And that's Dylan's ass that you're seeing on that screen.
So you tell
Well,
us
I
before.
really thought you were about to pull out the exact same hat.
I had to go Liberty since we're balling out.
There
It's
you
the only
go.
team we can rely on
I
right
like
now.
it.
Yeah. That's a
Yeah,
nice
that's
house.
fair.
Yeah, I like it.
John doesn't
How much you want for
disappoint
it?
us.
Right.
How much you want for it?
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'll give you these sneakers.
I'll give
You
you.
buying it all?
I'll
Yeah,
give
we
you the.
bartering a deal.
I'll give you these sneakers. You give me that hat.
You don't want to give up those sneakers.
I do.
Yeah, you
really
don't. Not
don't.
for,
I love
not for
these.
this hat. It's not.
I
worth
love
it.
these, honestly.
I'll give you the Etsy page for it.
Okay, good. I'll order it. I
Uh,
don't know what you hate me. So, welcome back, folks. It's been a while.
Right here, right there.
No,
got
I
two
don't know.
cans.
Where we going?
We got both.
All right, so we got both. We're talking to two cousins at the same time because we got two cousins, three cousins at the same time. The boys are back.
We are.
The Any Sports Podcast has, we took a little bit of a hiatus, but we're back like joy.
We were locked in on the playoffs.
Yeah,
It didn't end the way we
still
wanted.
drinking vodka because, the fucking Knicks.
We're obviously gonna start there. That's the biggest thing to talk about.
It's the biggest issue in my mental health right now.
Yeah, it's
So-
Knicks in 6, except they lost. In
Yeah,
6.
they
So-
definitely did.
Yeah, I mean, thoughts?
Fucking hot. Listen, when I was watching the game in that moment, horrible. Fucking shoot me in the head now. I don't want to be a Knick fan anymore. That's the way I felt at the bar. But bless you. But in hindsight, you really think about it. It was a great season. It was.
Yes, sir.
we did not expect to be as dominant as we were against the Celtics. And yeah, they're gonna say all this bullshit. They were hurt. They weren't hurt.
Who, us?
But no, the Celtics.
Oh,
They saying
no,
that-
I was talking to somebody about. I was at a welcome dinner for the wedding I went to this weekend, and the guy I'm sitting across from, we're chatting. Well, me and this whole side of the table, we're all talking Knicks because it was
Right.
during the game.
Of course.
And we're talking, and this guy is.
Wait, you went to a fucking wedding during the game?
No. The welcome party
God,
was during the
lose
game.
my shit.
No,
Oh.
the wedding. Half the wedding would have been tied like locked into the Knicks game. We had a lot of
Holy
Knicks
shit.
fans.
It would have been like Bucio's
Yeah.
wedding when they were watching the Mets in the
Yeah,
playoffs.
exactly.
Fucking
But
nuts.
yeah, so we're all talking in the game and stuff. This guy out of nowhere just says like, yeah, you know what? Halliburton is the best point guard in the league, and I'm like, okay, we gotta put the game on hold for a second.
I actually have something to say to that when you're done.
Good.
'Cause that was a point that I wanted to make.
So that he is.
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay, thank God.
No.
We're about to kick that off this fucking.
I didn't phrase
this
this well.
episode.
We would have had a reason for him not to show up to
No,
practice
right.
anymore.
Actually kicked him off.
But yeah, so he says that, and like 4 of us are like, huh? What are you talking about there, bud?
Pull the wax out of your ears. You hear that
So-
correctly.
So yeah, he's like, dude, the guy's the whole package, and he's all saying all this stuff about
The
Halliburton.
guy's the whole package.
Yeah, not like that. And then we move
What's
on.
the package?
We keep talking, and he goes, yeah, I'm a Boston sports guy, and I'm like, okay, what is going on here?
That makes sense then, because
What?
you're a moron. Whoever you are, you're an
And
idiot.
thankfully, he was somewhat level-headed because he said that he thought the Knicks were going to win that series against Boston anyway. And I had said, like, game 6, we were going to win anyway. whether or not Tatum went down, or Tatum went down Game 5. So
Game 5.
that was essentially the series clinch game when we went up.
Yeah,
3
absolutely.
games.
When it was 3-1, I knew we were going to win the series.
Yeah.
But because Tatum got hurt, that just gave Boston
Guaranteed.
fans the range to say that's the reason we won.
So
It's not the
I
reason.
said we were up however many with, a few minutes left in the game. It's like we had good momentum. We were winning that game anyway. I don't care. Tatum probably would have put up like 50 at that point because he already had 40 something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought we had that one in the bag and the series in the bag at that point.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it was a hell of a playoff run. I mean best season in 25 years.
Yep.
There's a lot to be proud of, and I'd rather focus on the positives than anything else
Because
because
if we focus on the negatives, we're all going to go fucking lose our minds.
yeah, that and it's like St. John's this season this year. Like it ended in disappointment,
Yeah.
very much so, but best season in 20 plus years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say once you get some distance from it, you're like, that was a hell of a season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, you feel a lot better.
Like
Yeah,
same,
just
same
like-
as the Mets season last
Like
year.
even wearing this hat right now, if maybe right after the loss I may not have touched it, but now I'm like, you know what? This is a cool hat and I can hold on to this for a long
Hell
time.
Even though you received it today.
Even though I received it. But I'm saying if. I said if.
I haven't
Yeah.
touched it since they lost.
No, I said if.
You were right about that technically.
He had it in the cage. You just look at it and go, "Tuh."
I said I wouldn't have.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
didn't hear that.
Honestly, like you said, with the Mets 2024, it was the same thing. It was a wonderful season. It was fun to watch, but it ended in disappointment, obviously. When you have a season like that ends in a crushing loss or disappointment or something that you didn't expect to happen, like it happened with the Knicks, like it happened with the Chinese and the Mets, it always sits with you
Yeah.
for a while. You need about 24 to 48 hours to kind of just process it,
Yeah.
understand it, and accept it.
The Mets one was a little bit easier because you
Yeah.
kind of saw it coming.
And we were pretty drunk at
Yeah.
the last party,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Well,
Once you got the Dodgers, you're like,
so
not that it was impossible, but you knew they were the better team.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the Knicks into better perspective because, or at least for somebody, hopefully, maybe not for you guys, but I think that there's crazy parallels between the Mets. You said it at the end of that season. We ran into a buzzsaw.
Yeah.
Whether you want to admit it or not, the Knicks did run into a buzzsaw because the two best teams since January 1st of this year were the Thunder and the Pacers.
Yeah.
They were both statistically the best teams in the
Listen,
NBA.
I'm gonna
So
be,
we, technically speaking, ran into a buzzsaw. We ran into the best
Yeah.
team in the East.
I gotta be honest.
After the new
as
year.
someone that didn't watch a ton of the season, so the playoffs were really my first
hmm
full watching experience.
So we have you now.
I think so. I was
Yes!
I was really pulling for him, honestly. It's fun, honestly. I think I'll get into my
Yeah, we're getting
why I
tagged.
decided
I
to
don't care.
fully be into it. But what's it called? From somebody that wasn't really watching, it was like anything the Knicks did, they would get on a little run and they would just they would hit a wall.
Yeah.
They could not stop.
That was
If
his
they
whole.
stopped one guy, another guy popped
That was
up.
his whole season, though.
Like, what was
That's
the,
thing. Very
Not
consistent.
Nemhard, Neesmith.
Yeah.
Neesmith?
Nesmith.
Neesmith,
He's
yeah,
another
like,
fucking
guy,
asshole.
like, you stopped Halliburton, he just hit 3 threes in a row, and
Yep.
now you're down 9. You know, and it's like,
Then you'd stop
just
Neesmith and
didn't
fucking
have the
Siakam
guys
would hit a
to stop.
rainbow.
oh,
They
fuck,
have-
Siakam.
they're-
Siakam was
They're
was-
insanely deep. They have
Yes.
a ton of talent. They're young. Like this, it's too many factors for a team like the Knicks to overcome. A team that hasn't been together
right.
for more than just the season. They didn't have an off season together. You could say all that stuff. I still believe that we should have played better this entire season.
Yeah.
There's too much inconsistencies.
Absolutely.
But I feel like you also can't say it's not a factor that this team was brought together within minutes of the regular season happening. Like Karl Anthony Towns was brought in days before the season started.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
So
And then Bridges was what, trade deadline?
yeah. No.
Yeah.
No,
He's
before
during the summer.
Oh, during the summer.
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
right.
yeah. So
So like you see a team like that assembled, and I don't want to be that Knicks fan to say that, obviously fuck the entire state of Indiana, fuck them, I don't give a shit, and fuck Halliburton. The rest of the team, I have come to terms with the fact that they're a great team. They're a great team. They have talent. They have depth.
Carlisle has a chip. He knows how to coach.
Dude,
he coached circles.
Carlisle is one of the best coaches of this generation.
He's good.
He's a very good coach. So he knows how to switch shit up on you. You know what I mean? If we put a certain player in that's just hot, he'll get a player that knows how to guard him.
I think this did something good though for the Knicks' future because Tibbs finally saw that he needed to widen the lineup up.
And he started to.
Because when he brought out
That's what I'm
Shaman,
saying.
fucking right.
He only
I gotta be honest,
waited.
I've never heard of that dude before.
Landry Shamet.
Landry Shamet.
So on every team, I'm
Shout out
glad.
Landry Shamet.
I'm glad that it didn't happen this year. But every team Landry Shamet has been on has been knocked out in the second round of the playoffs for the last 7 seasons. Yeah.
That's so weird.
So we thankfully we beat
Broke
that.
that curse. We broke that curse.
To be fair,
But
did
he's
he
a
even
good-
play in that series?
A little bit.
Barely.
Like
I was
off
gonna
the
say,
bench.
I didn't see him until the Pacers.
He's a big
No.
bench player.
He's a good 3-point shooter. He actually plays not consistently, but he has moments where like he kind of locks in as much as he's able to on defense.
Good defender, yeah.
No, I wouldn't say good.
He had a
He
couple
has moments where he locks in. That's how I like
He's
to
got
put
a
it.
weird
It's like-
shot.
It's better than Halliburton's shot.
Yeah, it is.
That weird.
It wasn't
Push.
better than Halliburton's shot during the fucking
No.
Eastern Conference Finals.
Well,
Yeah.
he didn't get enough playing time to prove that either.
That's
But
fine. Yeah, that's fine.
I gotta be honest with Halliburton.
oh yeah, give me the
Again,
Halliburton.
Yeah, please enlighten the fans with Halliburton.
I thought coming into this that Halliburton was this like major star, like Brunson level star,
No.
and like he's a good player. I'm not trying to like,
He's very mentally weak.
but like he's not even the best player on his team.
Depending
like-
on the game,
I
because
gotta
like
be honest,
game
like I thought
game-
Siakam was much more unstoppable.
game
I thought,
4, he was the
uh,
best player on the whole
Of
court.
course, he can
So,
take
yeah,
over.
he has the
but
talent.
He doesn't.
Yeah,
That's the takeaway is that he has the talent to take over, but
He does.
he doesn't.
yeah.
He doesn't consistently do it. So even comparing him to Brunson is not even really a fair comparison.
No, because
But
Brunson knows
he's
how to
a
take
really-
the fuck over.
They kept calling him a superstar, and I'm like, I don't see
So
it as
that word gets thrown around way
know.
too much.
Yeah.
Superstar needs to be reserved.
Like,
Like
again-
I could argue that Jalen Brunson may be there, but even I don't know. I think he's borderline superstar. Now he's starting to get known his game. He's
Right.
doing stuff that like only LeBron or Michael Jordan or like
Exactly.
people
It
in the
takes a long
playoffs have
time to
done.
become a superstar.
So yeah, I think
Being in New York
you
helps
have to be a
also.
household name throughout the country. I
Yeah.
think Brunson's getting there now.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
don't think anybody outside
it
of
this
like
way.
real NBA circles knows who Halliburton is.
No.
You can't go down the street to a non super like basketball fan and be like, "Hey, Tyrese Halliburton, what about him?" And they'd be like, "Who?"
Yeah.
So,
Household name is the right way to say it because I will say this, Grin.
You
My
transcend your
wife does
market.
not watch basketball, but you'd think being in New York and like would have heard the name, had no clue who Jalen Brunson was before the playoffs.
Yeah,
Before we started watching.
but yeah,
have
but
no
that's the
clue.
thing is that the playoffs, like the run that Jalen Brunson just had, are what start to make you a household name.
exactly.
And from
Well,
here
now she
on
knows
out,
who he is.
from here on out, it's only going to go up, because like I said, he's doing stuff that like epic legends have only done in the playoffs, and there's
He
no.
broke Nick franchise records already.
It's
He's
yeah.
doing what he's supposed to do as the captain of the team.
Yeah, and,
It's just-
and everybody outside of New York or who lives in New York and hates the Knicks for some reason can miss me with all the like put a banner up for second round playoff
No.
series win and stuff
No.
because it's like, all right, you just don't understand how much the Knicks mean to the
That's-
city more than any basketball team means to their city.
Listen.
And other than like maybe the Thunder are extremely
We-
important to Oklahoma City, but
we
The Thunder
as
don't have the history.
right.
as New York sports fans, listen, we can't have nice things sometimes. Okay, we
No,
just
look
can't.
at what happened when we beat the Celtics.
Okay, we cannot have nice things sometimes, and we celebrate every fucking accomplishment because we're proud of getting to those fucking
Passionate.
milestones. Like, come on, bro. Like, 25 years since the Eastern Conference Finals, and we're not allowed to put up a fucking banner. Fuck you.
Well, I wouldn't put up.
Well, no, I wouldn't put up
banner.
a banner for second round.
The
playoffs.
celebration.
no.
Right.
Celebration is fine.
Yeah.
But people were saying that, oh, they're celebrating too hard. There was a guy on the fucking screen.
No, well, don't let the
He did that in
few.
flip flops too.
Dude,
That's wild.
Nuts, bro. He
crazy.
climbed the side of that
Spider-Man.
shit. There's a ladder.
Yeah,
behind
I
it.
saw that. Yeah,
And he climbed it, and then he went live.
that's like a Drake views album cover.
yeah, when
like
he was
type
on
of
the
thing.
Seattle
Like he's
thing,
the
yeah,
only
yeah.
one on there, and
Yup.
the rest of the street
Dude,
is
that
mob.
kid was nuts. He got arrested for it.
Of course.
Worth it.
He probably got out.
I would have been.
He would have been fine. Yeah, he's getting out.
A little trespassing charge
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
something. Worth it.
Worth
Worth it in just the
Worth it
views that he got.
if he ends up with a dope picture that someone took of him.
True.
Only worth it then.
And
I mean,
somebody
obviously,
probably took a picture.
there's video of it, but like, if it's like me there with my camera and I got like a crazy shot of that, I'm like, this is living forever in history. Like,
Yeah.
totally worth getting arrested.
And honestly, the way and I was talking to a bunch of like my family members about it, that the way that Knick fans celebrate a win in front of the Garden when the Knicks are away, it's a different fucking vibe.
And usually, unless a team blocks our ability to buy tickets,
we show up.
Detroit.
We stop.
We take over most other venues. Like
Take
that,
over
we,
the Orlando Magic.
oh, that's New York South.
fucking definitely.
My city.
Charlotte.
New York South also.
Fucking definitely fucking Barclays Center. That's not even.
well,
the
that's-
Nets.
yeah, no, that's
not
not-
even the Nets. Fucking
That's
stadium.
That's too easy because that's a subway ride. What?
The Nets have fans.
They have 16 fans.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
nice.
All
They have
16
six-
show up though.
six-
Yeah.
16.
Did half of them leave when Bridges got traded?
No. Those ones stayed. No, they're down to 15 now.
Ah,
I saw a
There was one guy that
I
came
saw a
over.
guy that said he was a fan of the Nets since the Jason Kidd era, and because
That's the thing. I assume
That's
most
also
of their
not that
fans-
long ago.
no,
No.
it's not.
20 years
That's
ago?
not a brag.
I know, but he said I've been a fan since the Jason Kidd era.
That's like saying I've been a fan since the Carmelo era, like
Yeah,
of the Knicks.
Yeah.
It's like,
But he goes, I've been a fan since the Jason Kidd era, and because the Nets suck so bad, and the Knicks signed one of my favorite players, who was Jalen Brunson, he goes, I became a Knicks fan. So he
I feel
jumped shit.
sacrilegious.
that's a
That seems
I
a
don't
little
trust people that
crazy.
do that.
that's a tough one.
That's
Like,
like no,
'cause-
that's
well,
like somebody
Like, if you want
going.
to jump ship
that's-
to a random team.
Wait, is this an
Yeah.
older gentleman?
He's like maybe 5 years older than us.
Okay, so that he doesn't have an excuse. But if you're talking people younger than us, like 30 and under,
Yeah.
that's the mentality now is to follow players, not
Yeah,
teams,
no,
I know.
which I don't like.
I don't
Like
understand
that's like if I'm.
That was my brother though.
Yeah, your
My
brother's
brother
a
loved
fucking-
Brett Favre, but he's also a Giants fan. So, you know,
fucking
like I
nuts.
wouldn't really classify
We-
him as a Packers fan.
We
that
don't
much
we don't
anymore.
need to talk about Mike too much.
Yeah,
No, but like that's like, you know, you have a Yankee fan that because Juan Soto signs with the Mets, he immediately turns into a Met fan. No, you're not doing that. Don't follow the player. Fucking be loyal to the team to the last out.
You
That's
gotta
it.
have loyalty.
Unless
Loyalty
you're
in
like
sports is not a
the
thing
the
anymore.
only thing I will give is if you're like an army brat growing up and you
That's fair.
moved
That's
from
a little
city
different.
to city.
Yeah, you
and
don't like a place.
yeah,
You just go to for the sports.
Yeah.
For the sport at that
Yeah.
point. Yeah.
yeah.
And you might
Um,
pick up something from here or something from there. That's fine.
You
That's
end- You
different.
end up being a fucking Toronto.
But it's like when
Raptors
you're
fan.
jumping
Shit.
ship because of one player. That's
No.
crazy to me.
No,
Definitely not.
I will. If Jalen Brunson ever were to leave, I'll probably pick up his jersey for the next team because I just love the man
That's
now.
fine.
And I don't think he's ever going to
But you're
leave.
still
No,
always
I-
gonna be a Knicks fan.
Yes, no,
I
no,
think
I'm
Jalen
not.
Brunson's going to retire Nick.
I do too.
Hands
but
down.
Yeah.
I don't think you give up that
He's-
much money
he's
to
good- he's-
leave one day.
No.
And
doesn't
no,
make any
and,
sense.
And to me, I feel like
He's a loyal person
The-
too.
the next player to get his number retired will be Jalen Brunson. For the
That's an
Knicks.
easy. Well,
For the
next,
Knicks.
who
Melo's already retired.
Melo's no.
I don't think.
Melo's going to
I
get
don't
his
think-
number retired.
I think he
think he
might.
will
I think
eventually.
he might. I don't know how deserved it is.
That's fair. I
Melo?
think it's overblown that it's.
I feel like if we would have gone,
Melo was here for
Eastern
what?
I'm very
Conference
passionate about this.
yeah,
I
if we would
I
have
don't
gone
decide.
Eastern Conference Finals with Melo, I understand that. But
We didn't win anything.
no, I
No,
know that's
he didn't-
exactly
he
why.
didn't-
Good, very good player.
Yeah,
He.
that was
He-
Borderline great,
fucking
but-
disgusting when he was a Nick.
But he
But,
had
like-
his moments where he choked here and there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Also,
but
can
he
we stop saying Carmelo Anthony? Not you, but people say that Carmelo Anthony is a New Yorker. Like, I feel like that's just not true.
They say that because we like to claim it because he
I
was
gonna
born.
say,
He was
New
born
York
in Brook-
claims Carmelo Anthony. He grew up in Baltimore, didn't he?
No, he grew up partially in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why he
And he
was.
went to Syracuse.
I'm pretty sure
Okay. No.
that's not New York.
Nope.
How is Syracuse not New York?
That is upstate. That's a different.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's
why.
not part of.
That's
That's
yeah.
why.
There it is.
Right
The
there.
Johnnies.
Yeah, I
Fuck
know.
Syracuse.
I know.
I'll never. They don't even play each other anymore. I'll never stop. I hate Syracuse.
Anything north of. Oh shoot, what's the town right above Manhattan?
Westchester.
There we go. Anything north of Westchester is no longer
Yeah, you've been
remotely.
You've been
New
away
York.
from New York already. You forgot the map. What
Yeah,
happened?
I did. Well, I don't consider anything like north of the boroughs like real.
Yeah, no, it's not. When anybody tells me they're from New York, but they're from upstate, I'm like, you're not from New York.
No.
Yeah, like where we went to the bachelor trip for Frank. Like that's not New York at all.
that's not
I saw somebody online say that upstate New York starts after Albany.
No way.
No way.
That's
it starts
insane.
as soon as you cross the bridge.
Well, maybe
sorry.
maybe like by rules or like maps, maybe that's true,
Yeah.
but that's not
It's
true
not
to
true.
anybody who actually lives here.
As soon as you
Yeah.
cross the bridge, you get out of the Bronx. You're getting out of New York.
When I first moved to
No,
Stra-
Westchester isn't.
No, Westchester's not.
It's
big.
really not,
Yeah.
but it's close enough to where I'll like.
Westchester's
I won't.
beautiful.
I gotta be
I
honest,
won't dog
sometimes-
you enough as much as other
It's a-
people.
it's a-
Parts of
beautiful
Westchester, you're like, you don't even realize you're out of the city.
No,
Honestly,
no.
But when I first moved down to Charlotte, met a guy at some park, and he was like, I noticed non-South in his voice, so I was like, "Where you from?" He was
I
like, "New
noticed
York."
that
I was like,
twang.
"Oh, cool. I'm from New York too. Just moved down here. Where at?" And he goes, he said something like Rochester or like something much more north, and I was like, "Oh, cool. All right, have a good one." I go to Jazz, and I'm like, "This guy just claimed he's from New York.
I feel like it's different down
He's
there.
not."
Because if he says Rochester, nobody knows where the hell that is.
To me,
Yeah.
the only people outside the boroughs that can still claim that they're from New York are Long Islanders. That's it.
Yeah.
Because
downstate New York,
right,
Downstate.
downstate. This is the South New York. You know what I mean?
Westchester, City,
East
and Long
State.
Island.
Is it sad that we're gonna be the South? Because the South is notorious for really
What?
bad shit. Because I'm gonna
What
I'm gonna be
jump are you
from Long
making
Island.
now?
I want to be from Long Island now. So
Oh, you're South Shore.
You're
Right,
not gonna
South
be
Shore.
from Long
I'm in
Island.
South Shore.
Yeah.
Oh my
You're
God, we're
almost
South Shore.
You're,
You're not
almost
gonna-
as South Shore as it gets.
You're not gonna be from Long
You're
Island.
actually, I think, more South Shore than I am.
Chris, you will always be from Queens. You will
Obviously,
live
yeah.
in Long Island.
Dude, I have it on my arm.
That's what I'm saying. You will live. That's a Mets logo, not a
I
Queens
was
logo.
gonna say, what?
Where do the Mets play? You
I know. I'm
Fuck.
kidding. I just wanted to
In my
value.
head, Mike, did you get a new tattoo?
I do want like a borough of New York outline.
I want the Knicks fucking logo, the one on the court, right next to this, in black and gray,
Classic logo.
right here. Sorry, shut up, leave me alone, man. Fuck.
I said nothing.
You're looking at
I
me like
said
I'm some
nothing.
fucking child.
Anyway, you want to mention? I
Did
guess
it?
the only basketball news otherwise in New York, because obviously we're not talking about the Nets other than mentioning them and shitting on them, is St. John's. I guess the only news is Sanan. Yeah,
How do you say his first name?
just
Josan?
Jason.
Jason? You said it. And
Jay.
it sounded good.
Jay Sanan. Let's just go with
Jason.
Jason. No, it's two O's.
Jason.
Give me his name. Let me see his name.
J-
He literally just spelled it to you.
J-O what?
S-O-N.
J-O-S-O.
Jason.
It's Jason.
Jason. Okay.
We'll go with that. We could be
Jason.
very
Honestly, I like that because it
Jason Sanan.
Jason.
Jason Sanan. Jason Sanan's
staying in
a
school.
dope name.
That almost sounds like back in like 100
It's like me
plus
naming
years.
my kid
Jason
Hannah
Sanan.
Mena. Like,
Yeah.
it's just nuts. That'd be fucking great. Or Engelbert Humperdinck.
Go. There we go.
But yeah, he's staying in school. So
He's
I
gonna
was,
be in
I was a
school.
little nervous.
Staying
when I-
Stay in
School?
school, kids.
Yeah, I was a little nervous when I saw him considering going to the draft.
I
'cause,
had
like,
no recollection.
what
of
do you
that.
do? Because now it's June and we just found it out. Like, if he had decided to stay in, where do you go? Nobody's left.
In the draft, you mean?
Yeah,
Stay in the draft.
yeah. You decided to stay in the draft, but
Yeah.
also, sorry.
And he was one of our
Back
big.
to it.
He was one of our big
Yeah.
gets.
Yeah, that was like
So-
a huge part of our team going into next year.
So very happy that he's staying. I don't think it feels like it was never actually a reality that he
No, I
was
think
gonna.
he's just exploring. He
Yeah.
didn't do well enough last year.
RJ Lewis is staying in the draft.
Yeah, I
Which
still
makes
think
it
it's a
sting
mistake.
touch less.
RJ
Yeah,
was
definitely.
pissed.
Touch less. But can you clean your sneakers some other time?
No, because you guys are talking. I'm just the fucking. I'm the filling in between the fucking bread.
The Oreo?
I'm the
I was thinking
mayonnaise.
Oreo, too.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
thought you were
I
going
just-
Oreo.
no.
How'd you go mayonnaise between
I haven't had
bread?
Oreos in a
That's
while.
what you went with?
I haven't had Oreos in a while. Well, that just made me feel because Frank always calls me white, so I'm mayonnaise.
Anyway, yeah, that's it for St. John's.
Speaking
pretty
of
much.
basketball, though, this is not going to be a shock to you guys, but
You're a Knicks
my
fan.
main takeaway, yes, but my
He's a
main
Nets
takeaway-
fan, is what he wanted to tell
I'm
us.
secretly
I
a
actually
Memphis
wanted the
Grizzlies
Nets.
fan.
Yeah, honestly, if they had the old logo, maybe.
Name
Memphis Grizzlies logo, the
name
old one
one
is-
player on the Nets.
Oh shit, I actually don't know.
Yeah.
You name one player on
Cam
the Nets.
Thomas.
Oh
More.
shit, yes, I did know.
Spencer
Cam
Dinwiddie.
Thomas.
Is Dinwiddie still there?
Yeah, he's still there. What's the fucking? Oh no, he's not on there no more. Brook Lopez, he's not there.
That's a long time
I'm
ago.
about to be like Paul Pierce.
Lopez retired
I'm
now.
gonna be like Paul Pierce, which fuck Paul Pierce.
He's still there.
Fuck him.
Think Brooke Lopez is on the Bucks. Yeah.
Yeah, he's on.
Robin is a question mark.
Okay.
I don't know if he's.
Robin Lopez looks like
wasn't as good.
Sideshow Bob.
He was good. He was solid bench player.
But he wasn't.
Robin Lopez.
Yeah, he was. You know what it was for him? He was aggressive when it came to the paint.
Dinwiddie. I wanted to look up.
But
I
anyway,
think Dinwiddie was.
what I was gonna say was why is that okay?
Because every time you say what I was gonna say,
Well, no, it's more just my observation.
I knew he wasn't on
I've
the Nets.
only-
He's on the Mavs right now. Spencer Dinwiddie.
I was gonna say I thought he was gone too,
Fucking Cam Thomas.
That was a mid-season thing, I think.
but I've only ever really watched college basketball, and I just like you get so used to them missing half of the open threes and open shots that they get in college basketball
Oh man.
that it's almost like shocking when they hit them. Where it's like I'm watching and I'm like, oh, he's not gonna hit.
They're
Oh, shit, he hit.
nailing
Oh, shit.
threes.
Like they don't. You
No,
don't
it's
miss. And
different
that's
now.
The big difference between college and NBA.
No,
It's
that's the big
it's-
season
if you're
now.
open, they're hitting it.
Like
Yeah.
these
Like Miles Turner shooting a three, I'm like, oh, let him take. Oh shit, he hit three of them.
Yep.
Okay.
No, the whole Nesbitt thing is what should really wake people up in game one when he just went nuclear and scored. What was it, like 14 in the last 5 minutes of the fourth? No, 18. He went 18. He had 18.
6 for 6.
Yeah,
In the fourth quarter from 3.
Crazy.
he had 18 points in like 3 minutes.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
Just on threes. I don't know if he. I think he's
Just
scored,
on
he had
threes.
20. I think in the fourth. But yeah, that's why. And I hear people on like the radio and whatnot talk about why is it so easy to make comebacks and to win on the road now? Because winning on the road back in like early 2090s in the playoffs was not a thing.
No.
Like taking a road game was almost banner worthy. Like that's how more rare it was than now. Now it's like you hit 6 threes and you not only did you come back from 15, you took the lead. Like
Speaking of road games, this is the last thing I'm going to say about the NBA.
no, it's not.
It's not, but this is one of the most important things I'm going to say about the NBA. I understand the aspect of whoever works for TNT is calling these games.
Well, TNT's done now.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah.
That was
But-
the conference finals were their last hurrah.
Wow.
as a Knicks fan, do you think that it was correct from the commissioner to allow Reggie Miller to call all these fucking games?
Yeah, I don't think they have a say in that. I think he's a TNT employee. He has every right to call the game.
But there has to be.
I get
he
he
has
has
to
a-
have some type of say in it.
I guess, in theory, yes. I think
It's
it'd be a
like-
bad look though because it sets precedent that he
Right,
could just
like-
be like, no, take this person off the broadcast, take this person off the
but
broadcast.
like, you
I don't
know,
think it's.
He
I
was
think
incapable of being unbiased though.
I agree.
That's what I'm saying.
But given that, and given the hatred or the lack of love between Reggie Miller and Knicks, everything, I actually think he did a very good job of calling the conference finals. I actually think it could have been a lot worse. So
I mean,
I think Doris Burke. I
the
think
way- the
I
way-
think Jeff Van Gundy was way worse than he was.
Stan.
Jeff is the bald one. Well, they're both bald now.
Yeah, Stan Van Gundy was.
Jeff was the Knicks coach.
Yeah.
Okay,
But I'm
Stan
saying,
Van Gundy.
if you're gonna have a guy who is a legend of one of the teams that's playing in that series, call that game.
Yeah, but he doesn't. he's
Have
not-
Walt Frazier
not-
next to him.
I don't hate that.
Have Mike Breen next to him.
It should. Well, if Mike Green wasn't contractually obligated to call for ABC,
Right.
Then,
But like you could have Clyde call the games with him and it'll be like a little banter, which would
I
make
think
it
that
cool.
that would be fun.
Like
That would have been good business to do that.
Yeah.
At that point, they could just do what Apple TV does with baseball, where you can choose your broadcast.
Yeah.
You could choose your broadcast.
Yeah, you
on
can
that.
just do. You can make it.
I used
so
to
it's
just
the
the
radio.
ESPN Met
I listen to
games.
Howie Rose.
It's a
The
great
ESPN
thing.
Met games, I'd put it on mute.
Yeah, you can switch it to the
I would just
radio.
watch
I'd rather
it
watch in
silent.
silence like it's
Dude.
the 1920s.
Yeah, it was nuts. I hate.
The ESPN broadcasts are
they're horrible.
unlistenable.
No,
Terrible.
watching. How many? So you really only started watching Knicks stuff in the playoffs.
Pretty much,
Stuff.
yeah.
Okay, so next season you're gonna watch stuff on the Gotham Sports app, and it's gonna change your fucking life. What?
I have the Gotham Sports. app.
Yes, but you gotta watch Knicks games.
Well, I
going
have it
forward.
through Optimum. I have my
Okay,
Optimum. Doesn't
irrelevant.
matter.
You're
I
you're
didn't know
gonna
the option.
Please.
This is becoming
Like, I
a
don't
business
pay-
transaction.
I don't pay for
please
it.
stop talking.
You know?
This
You're
is a
gonna
commercial for Optimum.
you're
Thank you very
gonna
much.
you're gonna watch Knicks games going forward with the home team guys. Mike
Okay.
Breen and Walt Clyde Frazier are the ones who call
Dude,
Knicks
they-
games for
they
MSG
call-
Network.
To me, they remind me of Gary, Keith, and Ron.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's
okay.
a
Hands
similar
down.
dichotomy.
Especially Mike Breen. Mike Breen's bang! That when they
But
hit
he's
a
also
three,
insanely
Heard there's
professional.
sometimes a double bang.
Yes.
also.
there's a triple bang.
I don't
okay.
understand how we haven't gotten a triple bang yet.
There has to be a triple bang.
There's been moments in just the last couple years where a triple bang could have been.
Yeah.
He's saving it.
I know
The
it's
Devo-
no
the
he's
Devo-
he's saving it
Devo
for
3 to
or-
win the game could have been a triple bang.
yeah. I think he's saving it for when the Knicks are in the finals. There's that because it'll be a triple bang. It's just anyway.
This is just
Because I know I'll keep going on.
Bang, quadruple bang.
But yes, you gotta watch going forward on the Gotham Sports app.
Yeah, it's really
totally
is so much
different.
fun.
You'll literally get mad when the games aren't on MSG Network.
Yeah.
On the Gotham Sports
You'll
app.
be like, fuck, man, no Mike Breen, no Clyde, fuck, this sucks.
We've
Shut
talked
the game
about this
off.
during the
How I feel
season.
about when
Like,
Garrett keeps from Rock.
Yeah, pretty much the exact same.
because having to watch these playoffs with not our guys
it's-
being able, we should have at least like a telecast or
At
something.
least
on
give
the
him
side.
the home games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, I know that
Give Reggie the Indiana Pacer
Yeah,
home games.
well,
and
money-
give Mike
Well,
Breen
honestly.
Clyde.
money will never
Well,
allow for
obviously,
that.
it's always
but,
bullshit, but
um,
that's what it is.
Yeah. So, here's to next season. I think it's gonna be a good one. I think it's hard to say that Tibbs doesn't deserve to stay because ever since Tibbs has taken over, we have gone from a complete dumpster fire to a perennial playoff team that
Yeah.
has now made it to the Eastern Conference Finals and should have made it to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. We went to Game 7 of the second round, so
Yeah.
they are a legit contender now. Arguably should have won this series. If we won Game 1, it's a completely different series.
Yeah.
If they didn't have a, in my opinion, complete fluke of a last 3 minutes of Game 1,
Yeah.
where Nesmith cannot miss,
Yeah. And
Then-
that bounce.
and the bounce
The bounce was.
that stole the soul.
I'm
and
sorry,
we were
but
not going to be able
let
to
me
close
just tell you
the
about
game
this
at
bounce
overtime.
real quick. That bounce, man, I was sitting on
That
the
thing
couch.
went 30 feet in the air.
Well, I was sitting on the couch, right? And I'm watching it, and I see it bounce, and I go, and it drops,
Yeah.
and I just went,
No,
like, I didn't know what
So-
to do.
Jazz and I were watching on the couch also, and we're watching, and it's a crazy game, obviously, and the ball bounces. I literally get up. I'm like, yes, and then I just froze. When it went down.
Because the chances of that actually going in are so.
Not when it goes up, when it hits the back of a rim that hard and goes up. It's usually getting forward momentum
Yeah.
and coming back out. It
Or
doesn't
it'll
go.
go over the backboard.
It doesn't go straight
Yeah,
up
exactly.
and arc an inch and perfectly go pinhole right through.
I would say that's the
fucking-
other part is that it's not even just straight up
It-
and down.
it-
It needs a very
yeah.
slight arc.
It feels
Because if
like
it goes straight up, it's hitting the backboard.
it's literally an impossibility. It feels
Yeah.
like, but
so
yeah.
they gave it like a.
right.
That was honestly
The
awesome.
Lance Stevenson. Do you remember
Yeah.
that? The memes that would come out. Oh my god. All right. Let's move on. Oh wait, you know what? I'm gonna ask one more next question. Then we can finally move on.
Talk to me.
What should they do for next season?
Bench. Get
Oh,
some
I thought you
fucking-
were saying to bench someone. I
No.
was like,
Get more players for your bench. Bulk up your bench.
you can't actually get more. You have to replace.
No, obviously,
okay,
yes.
I'm just.
But I'm saying, get better
Get
bench
the
players.
We need 16 bench
Get
players. Everybody else only
1,000
gets
men
7,
against
8.
one gorilla.
1,000 Knicks versus one Halliburton.
No, 1,000 Knicks fans against one gorilla would win.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, it's just
I think so.
Yeah.
come on, man.
I think you give us like 100.
Also, I saw-
100 Knicks fans after a Knicks championship
Yeah.
are beating a
I
gorilla.
saw this thing that said what would you do for a Knicks title? And they were like, you can't eat a bacon, egg, and cheese ever again. And the guy's like, yeah, I don't know about all that, man. He's like,
I'll do it.
I would do it.
I'll do it.
The other one, he
Yeah.
goes, would you take 5 body shots from prime Mike Tyson
Oh.
for a Knicks win? He was like, yo, I'm from Brownsville, bro. Let's bring it on, bro. Stop playing. And the other guy's like, I've been to prison, man. You can do whatever you want to me.
I'll do that. I'll take it.
Honestly.
I'll
Can you
take
give
5
me?
rib shots
Can you
from
give
Mike
me like a
Tyson.
month to get in better shape?
Yeah, right.
Really?
Give
Can I just get a
muscle.
little
bro,
bit of-
just get fatter. That way you could take the hit better.
Okay, fine.
That's it. He could probably take some shots from Mike Tyson.
Feels rude.
He said, "Get fatter," and then immediately goes, "He'll probably be good." That was
Oh, fuck.
that was so
Nah, it's fine.
direct.
Don't worry about it. No, you're good. You're
Yeah,
good.
you just need to get fatter. You know what I'm talking about?
I know.
Jesus Christ.
See, if this was like let me not say that. Never mind. Let's move on.
Oh, my God.
I'll tell you later.
All right. Do you have any input on what the Knicks should do?
I mean, my main takeaway was that they had nothing from the bench. I don't know if Tibbs just doesn't trust the guys on the bench or.
Never has.
He's always
you
been
know that's
the
kind of
Eastern-
his thing.
Eastern Conference Finals are literally the first time he's done this, like played this long of a rotation like all season.
Yeah. So I mean, listen, you can't blame him if he doesn't trust the guys. Why would you play them?
But
You
see,
know?
that's the thing with Tibbs is that he has no reason not to trust them because the stats actually tell him otherwise.
Yeah.
He doesn't play Deuce Bride.
Deuce Bride.
Deuce
Oh, I
Bride.
really like Deuce McBride.
Deuce
He's one of my
McBride
favorites after this.
is one of the best plus minus guys on the team. When
Yeah.
he's on the floor, the Knicks are generally better. And he still refuses to play him. Yeah, his playmaking, I've said it in the past, his playmaking's not good. He's a 2 guard, not a point guard, in my opinion. But yeah, it's just little things like that he completely
You like him
ignores.
better too?
I know he's
Same
small,
thing.
but
Well, no, it's not even that.
or
I don't
it's like
think
you could
size
you could
matters
play
that
him at
much.
point guard, but you
I
need
like
to get the ball
watching
out of
Jalen
his.
without the ball. I like getting.
Well, he has
Jalen out
phenomenal
there.
footwork and stuff, but
I
my
feel
whole
like he can
thing
get
is
open very
Deuce needs to
easily.
come off the bench. He could replace Jalen, but it needs to be a situation where you're running real sets and you're getting the ball out of Deuce's hands as soon as the ball passes half court.
Mm-hmm.
Because Deuce McBride cannot initiate offense to save
Yeah,
his
no, he
life
can't.
most times.
Yeah, that's fair.
He can't.
So, when he's getting the ball passed to him is when he's the most effective.
That's true. Yeah.
And he has his moments off the dribble.
When he's open off the wing, he's
Yeah.
clutch.
Sure, he had a couple great shots.
But he's a phenomenal defender.
Also,
Yes.
that 3, was he out of bounds? He was not out of bounds.
Oh no, he wasn't. No.
Yeah,
no,
that one
no.
was questionable.
No, he wasn't at bounds. No, so that's another thing. I'm not gonna go down this rabbit hole, but the refs were complete fucking garbage the entire playoffs.
Yeah. Not just in the East, in the West.
No, the whole NBA.
The entire NBA.
Yeah, it was
should
really
be
bad. But
investigated as
we
far as
saw it
officiating.
most with Knicks games because that's what we watched the most.
Yep.
But I saw it in other games that I watched. In
So in the Nugget series,
yeah,
definitely.
the officiating was wild, and I know maybe they probably said like let's get more physicality or something, but it's like you got to know when to fucking reel it back in
Yeah.
because it got really bad. It got to be just tough
But
basketball. to watch.
then on others where it was like you'd let all this physicality go and like the pushing and shoving and then like you'd get like a little like this.
Yeah,
and
no.
They're like, oh, foul.
It was the
And it's like,
inconsistency. It's like,
what
all
the
right,
fuck?
it's almost like they're on a pitch count.
Yeah.
Where it's like, all
Yeah.
right, once we get to 30 missed calls, then we call everything
Yeah.
for the next 3
Like
minutes.
there was one on Bridges. I forget. I don't even remember what game it was, but
There's
it
a
stuck
lot
out
of
to me so much.
Ticky tack shit.
Yeah, like the guy just Halliburton drove around him and he just kind of gave him like a little like that.
Mhm.
And like to be honest, I didn't even see it. Like that's how small it was, and they called it. And this was like right after like Towns just got harassed at the rim, and they didn't call anything.
Yeah, insane.
When Jalen Brunson gets slapped across the face every time he drives
no,
the ball.
He literally got slapped across the face
Yeah.
on the drive to the basket with.
Or when Hart got
And
fucking
then he got called
clotheslined
for
in his
foul, right?
face. He got clotheslined in his face, game 6, and they didn't call a flagrant
I
on
will
it.
say Josh Hart hurt us bad.
Yeah, he was
In
not
the
good.
playoffs overall, but in the Pacer series, namely.
He was not good.
He made a
turnovers.
lot of bad
Lot of
decisions.
turnovers.
It was rough.
Played physical when he shouldn't.
Yeah,
Played light when he shouldn't.
It was weird. It's very uncharacteristic of him. I think he needs to go back to becoming a full-time bench player next season. I think it needs to be Jalen, McCall, OG, Cat, Robinson. Double big worked a good amount of times, and if you
Yeah,
run it the
dude.
right way against most lineups, it's
Mitch
going to
played
be
his
really
ass off
effective.
this series, bro.
Yeah, he was
He did.
fantastic.
Mitch was great in this series.
Also, really love OG. Honestly,
He's
Yeah.
fantastic, but
that's my guy.
but
honestly.
he's had nights in these playoffs where he's a no-show.
When he does well, they do well.
Yeah, but
Like
that's not
Brunson's the
every.
obvious one.
But that's not every night. It's like
But like
it's,
when he does well,
he's going 1 for 7 from
I know,
3 in
yeah.
consecutive games. He literally went 1 for 7, 1 for 7 in games.
he also doesn't. I feel like doesn't
4 and
take
5, I
as many
think.
threes as he does.
No.
I feel like
No.
he's pretty good in the
He
mid
could,
range and down
he's a
low.
good mid-range
Like
shooter.
he can do
could
everything
drive.
pretty well.
He can, but it's just his bag isn't there in my opinion enough.
Yeah.
I think next he's since being on the Knicks he has progressed in his game, which
He's
is
gotten
rare
better.
to see in somebody that's older in the NBA. I don't know. I say
think
older,
30.
but I think
Like
no. I
30.
think he's still in his 20s. I think he's still in his
He's
20s.
30, no?
I don't think we have anybody that's much over 30.
I mean,
I think he's 29. I'm gonna say 29. What do you
Brunson
say?
is 28, right?
I'm gonna say 31.
I say 30.
27. We're all wrong. I was close.
Wow.
Yeah.
27 years old.
Which is
Shit.
awesome.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah,
great.
we got him for
Let's see. All right, we're guessing Jalen.
Jalen's 29.
I'm gonna say 28.
28. I wasn't even gonna guess.
I just remember watching him at Villanova, and I figured it
Yeah.
had to be about 6-7 years ago.
Yeah.
Because this is his first team after his rookie contract.
Yeah.
So that's 4 years. So
Which
yeah,
can I ask a question? Because again, I don't know the history. Was he good in Dallas?
Yeah. Well,
It's good.
he didn't get a lot of playing time.
Into
but
the end, he was
season,
good.
yeah, the season
When-
right
when
before
Luka
free
got hurt.
agency.
When Luka got hurt, he was playing.
He put up like
lights
it was
out.
either 30 or 40 point consecutive games in the Mavs playoff run.
And then he dropped 50, and they were like,
Mavs just
"Holy
love to trade away
shit!"
good players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nico is a clown,
Yeah.
but
Big Nico
Give it
Harris.
about 5 years before they trade away Cooper Flag. So
they're probably going to trade him prior to the.
Yeah.
I could absolutely see them
I
second
trading,
week of the season.
trading the
wouldn't-
pick.
I
No,
wouldn't- I
I
wouldn't be
could see them
surprised
trading
if
the
they-
Oh, I
pick.
can see
Right,
that.
trade a pick for a box of band-aids, you know?
Yeah, I can
Whatever
see
the
that.
fuck it may be.
All right, do you guys think that they should keep or trade the pick and take a minute, take everything into consideration?
Definitely. You don't have any fucking. All you have is Kyrie. That's it.
Anthony Davis, Kyrie.
Anthony Davis is a fucking
Davis
liability.
doesn't fucking play.
He's a fucking liability.
Very-
He's
I
not
know that, Dylan.
I know, I do. I'm trying to play devil's advocate. He's very good when he
He's
plays.
very good.
And
He's-
adding
he
Cooper
listen-
Flag to a team that had actually a playoff run this year despite trading Luka Doncic, or
If
was supposed to have.
let's put
played.
it this way, when they get Cooper Flag, if it works with those three, you're good. But you know how it's gonna go. Anthony Davis is not gonna last the whole season, and it's just gonna be Cooper Flag and Kyrie, and you can't fucking win a series with two fucking players. That's it.
Yeah, but it's a building block. I think it's a better move than trying to trade for a Giannis or.
I
No,
don't,
absolutely.
I don't think you trade megastars, whether it's picks or not. I just don't believe in trading a player of that ilk.
Yeah, no.
I don't
No.
think it's good for business.
No, it's not. Because if he leaves if you're talking about Giannis, right?
I'm talking about
Okay.
Luka.
Cooper.
Oh, Cooper.
I don't think you trade because the kid's going to be a stud. He's a
Yeah, he's-
I mean, you
phenomenal
don't know
basketball player.
I
think,
know, but
I think
injuries
this
can
is.
change a lot of
I think this is probably the most sure thing we've had since LeBron.
Interesting. That's big. That's a big statement.
Who's been more sure since LeBron?
It was supposed to be Zion.
Okay,
You're supposed
so
to
who's
say.
been the most sure thing?
No,
since
I know
LeBron?
that.
Durant. Right, he was after LeBron.
He
right?
was. I don't
feel
think
like now I'm
he
blanking.
wasn't seen as LeBron.
He had to be because you had to go to college
was-
for a year.
He was really good. He went to Texas.
Yeah, I remember. I remember because I loved him at Texas.
Also,
and
you know that
I just
He was
began
good.
to
I don't
hate
remember him
more
being.
for-
I was at his draft.
You've
but-
heard the whole spiel about Durant, right?
But
That his family wants him to be a Knick.
that's great. I don't want him.
I don't want him.
If I was a team,
If we don't have to give up really anything for him, I'll take him.
I'll take him.
I'll take him.
But I'm
I
not going to
disagree.
dismantle this team
I
just
think
for
he,
Kevin
I
Durant.
think he destroys franchises.
Yeah, I agree.
He's an Aaron Rodgers.
Mm-hmm.
He's
He's just a lot
comes
more
in,
quiet about it.
Yeah, he comes in, he puts his people in slowly, and then just makes you trade players away.
Yeah, I'm good.
Breaks you down and then fucking leaves.
Overall,
And you have
so
nothing
all
left.
right, so
look
I
at
will,
look New Jersey, fuck, Brooklyn. See,
Um,
I don't even count them as New York.
I will. I'll ask this: do you think that we should give up not so much for a cancer like Durant, or
Like a cancer like
I mean, it
Durant.
kind of is,
It's
man.
Or-
a crazy statement.
or basically gut the team for Giannis? And those are your only two options.
Durant.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think you messed. It's so hard to find chemistry
Yeah, but
and the chemistry that works, and a guy that
but what
also
if you bring
is
in?
New York.
What if you bring in
I'm assuming
a
you're
guy who
throwing
ruins
Brunson out
chemistry?
there too.
What?
If you go for Giannis,
No, Brunson's not getting traded.
Well, you said gut the team.
Oh no, I
Got
meant
the team in a way like OG.
I'm thinking like
No,
you
no,
trade
no, no,
everyone.
No, like OG. It would be OG, Bridges, Mitch, and
no.
probably
I don't think
Deuce.
I don't think the package is that big. I think it's probably Bridges.
What's the
Cat,
pick?
I think it's Bridges.
It's Briggs.
Bridges.
Kyle Briggs.
Burgess. It's Bridges.
Plaxico
Cat.
Burst.
Bridges.
and-
Cats. Maybe like a Deuce and
You say
picks.
Cats?
Cat and pick and
Cats?
Deuce
like
and picks.
Rubbish?
Bridges. Cat. Deuce and picks.
Oh well, if that's the package.
It's
then-
probably maybe one more
We
player.
already gave a lot of fucking picks away from
Let's say, I don't know how
Bridges,
many
I
more
bro.
picks
don't
they
think we
have.
have any first left.
We have like 3, no?
You're trading
We
like
might
20,
have one or
30
two.
picks, honestly.
We might have one because you can't trade them consecutive years and you can't
We
trade
might as
them
well just not show up
past
to
a
the
certain
draft
point.
at this point.
You can't trade them like 9 years out. I think.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't even think the Giannis thing is realistic. I don't think they have any. I don't think they have
Enough.
the
Well,
picks to do it.
that's great unless Giannis says like the only place I'm going is the Knicks.
So let me ask you a question.
I don't think he has a no trade clause, so that's not
Let me-
feasible.
let me ask you a question. Giannis for Brunson, straight up, would you do it? Keep the team. Giannis for Brunson, straight up.
Reminder that I'm pretty sure Giannis is over 30.
That's a weird fit because then you have Cat, Giannis, Mitt. You have a lot of weird fitting bigs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, I'm gonna catch flack for it, but I'm gonna say I can't give up Brunson.
I don't know where to do it.
It's different when a guy just embodies your team
Yeah.
so much.
And he's a
in your
floor.
city.
No, he's not like your average pass first point guard, but he is a floor general. Like
Yeah,
he
absolutely.
commands the defense. Like
And
I
you can't
can't
replace
get-
him.
No.
Now, if you had a choice, this one's going to be a little more difficult. Straight up, star for star. Brunson
No.
for Luca.
No.
For Luca?
No.
I agree with that.
I can't. Also, Luca has his own drama. Out of shape,
Well, he
he's
can't-
this and that. He plays no defense.
He's got a dad bod.
Yeah, but
He's got a dad bod.
Yeah,
with
but he doesn't
fucking-
have to have.
he pulled a Harden though. He literally went from Dallas to LA and got thinner within a week.
Is that
Like, but I'm saying though, remember when
What's that
Harden?
big-
Remember when Harden got traded to Brooklyn and everybody thought he had a fat suit on because in Houston he looked round and then he gets to fucking Brooklyn and he's like a Greek god.
Yeah.
Like that was a whole thing.
Because he was probably having mad barbecue in Houston.
But it's
Barbecue.
barbecue.
It's
The NBA is so fucking weird, honestly.
Yeah, it is.
When you like really stop and think about it, the shit that happens is so ridiculous.
It's unlike any other
It's like its
league.
own reality show.
Yeah. But, there's very few players that I would even remotely consider to trade Brunson for because
SGA?
it just feels,
That's a good one.
I
That's
got him.
but I don't,
I fucking got it.
that one
Straight up.
you'd have to do.
Straight up, you would have to get shit.
You'd have to do it. I don't even think that's that long of a
it's
pause.
so tough. It's like, it's a
If
yeah.
If Leon Rose got that call,
It's
I
a
think if he
yeah.
gets,
It's a
That's
yeah, but it's
I
such a
don't-
tough yeah.
Yeah,
I don't want to
I
give
think
up
it would be
Brunson.
a very, very long thinking yes.
Yeah, it's like
Like he would have to really stop.
you think the guy hung up because he's taking such a long pause.
yeah, yeah.
Damn.
That'd be fucking insane. That would shock. That would shake the NBA to its core.
Shock and
if,
shake.
If that
Shock and shake.
if that was a fucking trade. If you got Brunson for SGA straight the fuck up. Like, it would be like the Luka
There's
AD
no
trade.
way it would ever happen.
No,
I think they would have to put in picks with Brunson. Like
Yeah.
I think, I think that's one of the only guys that if you offered Brunson, you'd have to throw an extra.
I got it. I'll give you all the motherfucking picks you want and Brunson.
Stop flicking my arm.
Give me
He's
SGA.
lightly flicking
Give me-
my try.
Give me SGA and Hartenstein
For Brunson?
for Brunson and picks.
There's nobody.
Did you do it?
Would I do it? Yeah. That one,
I
because
feel like you
I
give
love
me very
Hartenstein.
obvious yes.
I want Hartenstein back on the fucking. That's fine.
We'll never get him. We have more of a chance of getting DiVincenzo back.
That's what I was gonna ask.
So I never got to answer my first question in like 30 minutes ago. But
We've been talking about the Knicks for about an hour.
retooling, 39 minutes.
39.
Retooling, I think. I think we need toughness. We need somebody who's gonna help with the mentality of
We
this
had
team.
PJ Tucker on that bench and he didn't body slam nobody.
He's 40, like one
he could
years
go in
old.
there.
Yeah, I mean, he's 40 years old. He looked 50 out there.
Yeah. Dude,
I
he
literally
could-
openly said, "Who's that old man on the court?" When I saw him. Because I didn't know. I didn't
Valid.
know who it was.
It's
Who is
valid.
that old
Is that
man
someone's
on the fucking
father?
court? Who let their dad out?
Yo, whose unk is on the
Albert.
court right now trying to jack
Albert
up a
did-
three?
Yeah, true.
Fortunately.
I think some retooling has to be done. But this is like it's almost similar to last year. This time, it's like I kind of want to run it back though and see what it is like after a full season.
Yeah.
Everybody gels, has an off season together. I don't know. Cat showed toughness. Like you can't call him soft no more.
No.
He's zesty as fuck.
He's zesty,
though.
but on the court he's tough
Dude.
as hell.
After all that,
Yeah.
He really
he
did.
really did.
Uh,
I love the with the flip
Honestly, I
flops.
don't know why he doesn't drive all the time. No one can stop him.
But the
One-on-one,
so
you can't.
the one thing I
say
feel like
one-on-one,
one of the
nobody can stop him.
one thing-
either matches speed or his size. Not both.
I feel like the one thing nobody talks about is how well he knows his height. So you'll see him, and he'll just be like, it'll look like Wilt Chamberlain, like the way he just is holding the ball, and he'll just have moments where he'll take a dribble, and it's like, yeah, I'm a foot shorter than you, and just literally like do a extended lob kind of
Yes.
thing.
He sees him.
And he knows how to use his height and his length and everything. So, that's a cool
needs to
thing
be a
that
little bit more
you don't
defensive.
see. You don't see from you. You see a lot of big men now. They either can't play offense at all, or they try to have like too much finesse in their moves. And Cat is just like, no, it's pretty simple. Just like
He's got a little bit of that old
Put
school in him.
ball in
I'm
net.
taller than
I'll
you.
just drop it over
I'm gonna
you.
Put it over.
so. Yeah, there's a lot to love about this team, but there's a lot to worry about with this team, and I'm just like, let Leon cook. I trust him. He's clearly trying to build a winner.
Yeah.
And I don't think he could have really made any feasible moves without giving too much more this season. And I think the whole plan was, I'm gonna build a new other contender. see what happens. But my plan is like next year, I'm popping off again, and I'm like, that's when the team is gonna be Leon's full vision.
Yeah, I would be curious to see who the free agents are this year.
Yeah.
That they can get.
Well, yeah, we'll mention that in the next.
That's a later episode.
Yeah, that'll be a good one because that'll see what we could really do in the offseason. But baseball.
That was a long basketball segment, and I loved it.
Worthy.
Yeah,
we just
worthy.
came off of the season, so.
Yeah. Baseball.
Swan
Hoto.
God damn it.
Swan Hoto is hitting home runs again, man.
I thought I said it soft enough that you didn't know what I said.
Nah, bro, I catch you. I got you. I catch you fucking from Charlotte. I catch you.
So-
I'm not going to catch you a foot away from me?
So
It's a foot, right?
Swan finally hit another.
Swan
home.
Hoto? Yeah, Swan Hoto is raking now.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Listen.
breaking.
The back-to-back days.
Back-to-back
home
days.
runs.
Listen.
Double the day before that.
Do we think he hit rock bottom and now?
Dude, the rock bottom thing.
I don't know about rock bottom. I say
This is
that because
getting
that's like
me
the
so-
story.
People are talking about it like that.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
real. It's not
This is-
real rock
okay.
bottom, but for him,
Okay.
that's like the worst he
Okay.
like
Let's-
he's hit in a long time.
He's got 10 home runs. It's not like
Listen.
he's not hitting.
I didn't know he had that many.
Yeah.
let's
Might
talk
have
about
11,
this.
honestly.
I have a bone to pick.
Let Chris go before he says one more time. Let's talk about this.
I have a bone to pick with Yankee fans. Okay?
You always do.
Stop
Okay.
the fucking... I'm going to hit you with a Cuzzy Matt shit. I'm tired of the Juan Soto slander. I'm tired of it. Please, stop talking about your ex-girlfriend. Move the fuck on and be happy your team's doing well.
Yankees are playing great.
Yankees are playing great. Why the
Not
fuck are
against
the
the
fans
Dodgers,
not
though.
happy? Yeah, they got fucking blown out the other night, 18-2, but that's besides the point. Besides
The
that, the
Dodgers
team is playing
crushed
very
us in 2
good.
consecutive games. A comeback
Yeah,
down
okay.
5-0, I think, and then the 18 point,
But like,
18 run.
dude, no
game.
matter what happens in any fucking Met game, I get a text or an Instagram post
Big Hog.
from Big Hog, from his father, from anybody who's a Yankee fan.
Not from me.
No, because you're a normal Yankee fan.
Thank you.
You're not
You're not stereotype.
yeah, the stereotype, which is
No, that's the
you know,
minority. Most Yankee fans are really not.
You have
At least the
vibe of
ones
Mets fan,
I.
though. We've said that.
Because
You
I
do have
grew
the
up.
vibe
Because
of
I
a Mets fan.
started to grow up as one.
But
Yeah.
what I don't understand
Mets
is
big.
what I don't understand is
the comeback will be
you
real.
get
Comeback will be real.
these you get these messages from these Yankee fans saying, "Oh, well, this is what you paid for. Oh, look at what he's doing. Look at how much he's hitting. What is he batting? He seems like he doesn't want to be there, dude." That's our fucking problem.
This almost always
So when
happens.
did everyone become like a fucking like psychologist, like
Right.
observing
Right.
everyone's behavior? Like,
Right? Like
No, the guy,
don't know what's going on
the guy
in his head.
tapped his big toe 3 times
And-
on the way to the
right,
plate the other
and on-
day.
and
That
on
means
top of
that means
And on top of that, there was one during the Subway Series where Pete was coming up to the on deck circle, and he tells Soto, "Throw me the spray." You know, and Soto was walking up to bat, but he had the spray in his hand, and he threw it behind him. Like he chucked it back, and Pete dropped it. And they said, "This is how Juan Soto treats his teammates." Bro, stop
everything
it.
gets. That's
they're
what
also just making up blatant rumors saying
right.
that he takes
That's
his
New York
own
media.
plane and he doesn't go on the team plane.
That's New
How
York
would that even
media.
fucking work?
Bro, he literally said it himself like
That's
2
an
days
insane
ago.
thing.
He goes, "I know that I haven't been producing the way I'm expected to. I know I've been in a bit of a slump." He goes, "I'm trying, and I feel like I'm getting there. Give the guy some fucking time to figure his shit out."
Would you guys be okay if he has Pete Alonso type last regular season, wakes up in the playoffs? Are you fine with the first year of this 15-year?
Yeah, because you know what? It's
I don't
Playoffs
give
matter.
I don't give a shit as long as you
The-
deliver when it matters.
it's not so much playing in
When
New
it
York.
counts.
I think people not overhype the difficulty of playing in New York. It's playing in New York
It's real. Sonny Gray can tell you
after
it's
a
real.
very big contract.
Joey Gallo, Sonny Gray can
Of course,
both tell you
it is
that.
a real thing. But playing under a newly giant
That's
contract,
anybody
the
in
pressure
any
of that-
market. Yeah,
exactly. But like in New York, you're gonna hear about it every fucking day.
You see it time
You're
and
gonna
time.
hear about it from
The
your
only
own
time you
fans.
don't really see it is like basketball.
Yeah,
Like the
Yeah.
new contracts get
because
thrown
the
around all the
contracts are
time.
absurd in
But
basketball.
But well, they're more absurd in baseball. You're not getting 15 years, $750 million
It's
in
more
basketball.
absurd. It's more absurd for the middle guys
Okay,
in
yes,
basketball.
yeah. You'll
You
get
know,
guys that are
Where you get
overpaid all
Jeff
the
McNeil
time.
signing for $12 million a year. Meanwhile, you're giving out a max contract to a guy I've never fucking heard of.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know?
Yeah.
But forgot my point. Go on. It just completely escaped my
Just
mind.
left you.
Yeah.
But no, like what I'm trying to just say is yes, Juan Soto had a great season with the Yankees. He was the main reason they made it to the World Series.
Yeah.
Juan Soto. Okay. He had a killer fucking season.
For sure.
Hit 41 home runs.
Juan Judge.
That was Juan Judge.
Yes.
Juan Judge and
Not
Aaron
the-
Soto.
As soon as I said it, I was like, "Fuck."
His name doesn't roll off the tongue easy for some reason.
Juan Judge and Aaron Soto.
And Swan Hoto.
Swan Hoto. Swan Hoto.
Oh,
fucking
I can't wait for Chris to mess up.
carrot goal.
It's gotta come.
Carrot goal.
Did you really just say that?
Carrot goal. Carrot goal.
But did you say that now on purpose or?
No, I said it to make a joke.
Well, yeah.
I'm not-
so you
I'm
said
not
it on
you.
purpose.
I'm not like you.
Go on with what the fuck
Take
you're
it easy,
saying.
Swan Hoto. Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. That sounds like something that somebody in Corona would say to you to sell like
Mira.
pineapple.
This
Hey,
one.
I got the Juan Jotos. I got the Juan Jotos.
Now
here.
you said Juan Hoto,
Juan Jotos.
not Swan.
No, it's Juan Jotos.
Anyway.
Anyways, besides the point. What the fuck was I saying? I hate losing my fucking train of thought.
We were talking about
You were
Swan.
talking about how
Oh yeah,
Juan
so
was the
he's-
reason.
Right, he was the reason they went to the World Series. So they expect, he
Him to
hits
just
41 with
carry
the
you.
Yankees. He's got to have 50 home runs by now.
Yeah.
He's got to come in and immediately make an impact on a team that he doesn't even know.
No, 10 homers.
10 runs.
10 homers effectively before June is solid. Solid enough.
You're granted. The problem is the numbers aren't up to his level. That's
Yeah.
what the problem
Yeah.
is.
But
And that's what they're saying.
Judge has had crazy slumps in regular season. Like
You know what pisses me off the most? The Yankees were $5 million less away from giving him the fucking exact same amount.
Yeah.
And if he would have been doing this on the Yankees, they'd be ripping him.
I think it,
Would the Mets be ripping him?
we would be ripping him. He had his ups and downs last year, not as crazy as the start of this season, but I don't know. The Yanks fans, because he's they would have ripped him. Never mind.
It's super
I try to think
dramatic.
that through as I was
Dramatic, it's
talking.
obnoxious, and it just
But
has
it's-
to stop.
it's
Worry
not gonna
about
stop.
your own fucking team.
It's never gonna
Who
stop.
cares?
It's New York. It's fans. It's never gonna stop. That's
No,
just the way
never.
things go.
But also, it's just Beltran struggled his first year after the big contract.
But it's also like I give you
Lindor
money, you
struggles.
produce like robot.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
Exactly. Lindor was terrible his first year.
Lindor
the whole first year.
Lindor was bad, like kind of the first year plus.
Like a month into the next
Yeah,
season.
it carried
But,
over.
like,
and
since
it
then,
looked like it was going to
he's
be a
been
bad year
exactly
too.
as
I
advertised.
feel like his game changed that fucking.
Also, Juan Soto has been nowhere near as bad
No,
as Francisco Lindor.
No,
it's
was.
still productive
I feel
enough
like
that like he's not
Francisco
trash.
Lindor's
Yeah.
Francisco Lindor's wake up moment was that sweep of the Yankees Subway Series.
Yes, everything.
That was
changed
it.
for
That
He had started-
after that,
Yeah.
he hit those 3 home runs in a game. He was like, "I'm the fucking
That
guy.
was his
Fuck
first
everybody."
moment.
That was it.
I'm really glad for you guys that
Yeah.
Lindor woke up. Like
You see that
I love
Lindor
Lindor.
just passed Jeter for most home runs by a shortstop?
really,
Yeah, 261.
wow.
I
He was
love
never
Lindor.
Jeter was never a home run hitter
No.
like that.
I genuinely love Lindor. I love the way he carries himself. I love the way he treats the team.
Is he your Brunson?
Yeah.
In baseball? Absolutely.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
like
Absolutely.
clear cut, like he's your
Clear
Brunson.
cut.
Face of the team.
Not just
He is the
okay.
face of the team. Yes,
But, like,
he should be the captain.
But like he
And
also embodies the Mets
Yes.
and Queens.
Let's put it
like,
this way.
He ingratiates
I
himself.
read yesterday, like off the SNY IG, they said that the players were saying that Lindor makes it a point before
Oh, yeah,
every
I love that.
game, he walks into the clubhouse and he says hi to each one of his fucking teammates for at least 5 to 10 minutes.
of that.
Bro, that is something that not a lot of players do anymore.
No.
You walk in with your fucking headphones on and you're zoned out.
Yeah.
Nobody's talking to nobody.
some
Give a little head nod. And
He
then-
goes, "Hey, how's the
Some people
family?"
need that because they're, I don't want to say mentally weak, but they need a more structured
right.
regimen.
Right.
But yeah, that's awesome by
But
Lindor.
he's just so family oriented and he's so
He's also going to go down as the best New York shortstop of all time.
absolutely.
Just saying that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
At this point, I think
He's
that's
not Derek
an
Jeter.
easy
I mean,
one.
that's not even a slight at Derek Jeter.
Oh, wait, New York.
York.
Both teams.
Both, yes.
Hmm.
It's not a slight against Derek Jeter. They're not in the same category anymore. I'm sorry. You got a guy that still has 10 years of his career left, and He's probably gonna hit 500 home runs. He's probably gonna get 3,000 hits. He's gonna have a 280 plus average for his career. He's gonna have thousands of RBIs. I don't even know what's good for RBIs, but guy hits 100 RBIs every single year. He's a leadoff hitter on top of that, and he plays Gold Glove defense.
I'm not gonna agree with you, but I'm also not going to say you have no merit for what you're saying. That's all I'll say. I think Jeter transcended.
As a Yankee fan, you should defend Jeter on a fucking hill.
Oh no,
That's just the way they. That's the way Yankee fans are.
I'm also someone.
One day I'll give my full.
I
opinion
like
of
to
Derek
see.
Jeter.
Oh, we'll do a Jeter. We could do a shortstop episode.
I like to try to see things from all sides and be as down the middle as I can be.
Yeah.
So it's like I can't ignore that Lindor has. He went from being what looked like damn near a bust when after that first season to being your clear cut number one of all time, future Monument Park type person. But yeah, Jeter was a different breed. I can't argue enough that he was just a winner and he would always rally his guys together. But
yeah, but we're not talking about winning. We're talking about playing shortstop.
Okay, you're just talking statistics, then obviously you're probably going to be great at some point.
So greatest shortstop. I'm not talking about championships because championships aren't won by one person.
No, I get it.
Those Yankees teams were a juggernaut.
Yeah.
Even guys that get forgotten.
I never said he won the championships.
I remember I was talking to you about Paul O'Neill.
Paul O'Neill was one of the best Yankees of all
And
time.
I did not
don't care what
fucking know
anybody
how
says.
good Paul O'Neill was.
Paul O'Neill was one of the best Yankees of all
I
time.
literally said Paul O'Neill's not that good. And I looked up his stats.
Paul O'Neill was a fucking.
These are fucking absurd. And that was the fifth best player on that
All I'm
team.
saying is there's a reason he was called Mr. November.
Right now, I'll give you 5 players.
The guy,
during
I
the
think
90s,
winning is
I'll
the
give
biggest.
him greatest playoff shortstop.
Okay, I'll take it.
Listen,
Because I think winning as a characteristic is you could take away everything else. If this dude becomes Giancarlo Stanton in the playoffs versus Giancarlo Stanton in the regular season,
this is great.
I will take it because I want you when it matters most.
Listen,
I don't give a shit about the regular
I'll give
season.
you 5 fucking Yankees that nobody thinks that.
If Jalen Brunson's trash during the regular season and does what he just did in the playoffs,
So
is he still the same guy to you? In your head?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He's.
That's my point. That's my point for Jeter. That's it.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not saying it's a winning argument. I'm just saying that's how I see it.
Yeah.
I'll give you 4 to 5 guys right now that you would never have thought were great with those Yankee teams. Chuck Knobloch. Never. Fucking Aaron Boone. Who the fuck would have thought about that?
Aaron Boone was not cool.
Aaron Boone was a good player.
It's good. You just said
also
it.
after those. He was not
Paul
those Yankees.
O'Neill.
He was on 2004.
Very,
later,
very good
yeah.
player. Bernie Williams.
Dude, Bernie Williams is my favorite Yankee.
Great fucking player.
I loved Bernie Williams.
It was
Okay.
fantastic.
I did not like the Yankees, but I loved Bernie Williams.
Hideki Matsui.
Good when it mattered.
Probably one of the best Japanese players of all time.
He was also in that
It's Matsui, Ichiro, and Shohei. Those are the 3 greatest.
But you're talking Matsui is
Don't discount Tanaka, man.
he embodies.
Tanaka
Tanaka was phenomenal.
Yes.
His prime, he was good, yes.
Dude, that guy pitched with a
Except for-
torn UCL
yeah.
for 6 years.
Yeah.
And just didn't miss a day.
No, this dude.
He's like,
That's
I don't need it. It's
He
fine.
just mowed people down.
I'll just throw 93 instead of 97.
He was. I wish we got him earlier, or there wasn't the injury history because we'd still have him
If
probably.
he didn't,
Probably
if he
could've
never
eked
got
out
injured,
another
he'd
2-3
be one of the
years.
best Japanese pitchers of all time.
He's insane. But Matsui anyway is another person where it's his characteristic was winning more than anything else.
Still never
he
get over
came
the
up
fact
big when it
they
mattered
got rid
most.
of him after winning World Series MVP.
Yeah, that was
Weird,
nuts.
weird move, but
I get it, but
I don't.
Where did he go after that?
I don't
Angels.
remember. Oh yeah, that's
Angels.
right. I remember it being a
to
red.
be fair,
I remember
he's never good again.
No.
Yeah. So
I mean, the Mets kind of did it to Daniel Murphy.
Yeah.
Did he have another season after that with the Mets or no?
Daniel Murphy?
Or did he go right into
After
being
the 2015?
after
No,
2015?
he went to,
he went to the
Nationals. No.
He went straight to being a free agent, right?
no, he went to the Rockies and then he went to the Nationals.
No, other way.
No. Yeah, it's the other way around. Yeah.
Went to the Nationals.
Oh, that's right.
That
yeah.
there was a whole thing because
Yes.
that was your rival at
Yes,
the time.
yes,
he went straight
yes,
to the
Yeah, he
Nationals.
hit 400 against the
Yep.
Mets for
Yeah,
3
he
years.
did. Yeah, he had a game-winning grand slam against the Mets.
See, sometimes it works out. Like Hideki Matsui never did that
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Daniel Murphy kept doing it for another 3 years.
It's funny.
Hideki Matsui hit one of the most
But
monumental
Daniel Murphy
home runs
was
in
more, I
Yankees
think,
ever.
it was a money thing. It wasn't like Hideki Matsui
Daniel
that maybe
Murphy was
Cashman
tough.
saw that he was at the end
This
of
is
his rope.
pre-DH, you gotta remember.
Yeah.
He didn't have a position, man. He was terrible
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
And
His main position was
and that hitting
first,
level
though, right?
was not consistent of him. Like
First and second.
he did that for the second half of the year into the playoffs.
Yeah. And then in the
He
playoffs,
had
he
never
just
done
became
it
a
for 6
Godzilla.
years before that.
Yeah.
So why would you assume that he's
just
going to keep doing
turned
it?
it on.
Yeah, but he kept doing it.
But he also
Something clicked in him.
for the Mets wasn't worth that money
No,
that the Nationals ended up
And
getting.
that was also the Wilpons, though.
true.
Yeah,
I think if Uncle
nobody
Steve
was
would've
worth the
been
money for them.
around- if Uncle
It's funny
Steve
because you
would've
look at
been
that
around,
contract
Daniel
now,
Murphy
and
would've
that's a steal.
That's you
Yeah.
could say that about any
I know.
contract
It's
that's
crazy,
not
though.
right
been
now.
I do
Yeah.
like hearing Daniel Murphy call games though.
Yeah, he's
With
fine.
with Keith, he's.
It's I don't like change. I like my Gary Keith.
I don't like change.
Oh, this guy's really about to become a dad.
Yeah, right.
I don't
Ooh.
like change. No,
Ooh.
stay off my lawn.
I do say that sometimes.
No.
He has an app for grass at this point, bro.
No, I
he's,
don't anymore.
I gave up.
No,
I
I
did
gave up.
one season where I cared about my front lawn,
Same.
and
It's
I
so
was just
much
like,
effort.
nah, I'm
They
good.
don't tell you how much effort it is.
But see, I'm cool with effort for certain things like woodworking and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
It's like some people go hard with their lawn.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'm gonna water it properly, and then this season I was like,
Honestly, man, up
I'll
here,
cut
this-
it. That's about it.
the season isn't long enough for me to care.
That's fair. Yeah, you have a lot less time than I do.
Maybe down by you, you got a little bit more time, but
We do. I still don't care.
all right. Well,
Um,
We
to
do.
the grass podcast.
we do. It's fine. It's fine.
this is the,
It's the homeowner
cutting the grass,
podcast.
cutting the grass pod.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mow
the lawn all day long.
Yanks, I don't got much to talk about with them. They're playing good, other than the series against the Dodgers, where
Playing very good.
they flopped 2 out of the 3 when to come back and, like I said before, and
It's
won
also
a
the Dodgers.
bludgeoning.
The Dodgers again, like Matt said, it's a juggernaut.
Absurd.
Like, the
Mets
Dodgers.
are getting them next, so
I know.
Yeah.
The Dodgers, and the funny thing is, the Dodgers have Mookie Betts hurt day to day or some shit like that, and it doesn't even matter.
no.
Like Shohei Ohtani can take a week off.
They could
Doesn't
have
matter.
3 injuries and still be one of the top teams
Yeah.
in the league.
Fucking Max
Like,
Muncy
3
hit a
major
fucking Grand
injuries.
Slam the other day.
Yeah, I hate
Max Muncy.
He drives me nuts
Yeah, he's not.
because you forget about him.
He's also
Yeah.
just not a likable player.
No, he's not. He's kind of a dick.
Yeah.
He
I
looks,
guess he's the maybe the Winker type where it's like you
What
hate
is
him
the-
when he's not on your team, when
what
he's
is
on your
that?
team.
What are the little brown things in Super Mario?
Poop. Oh, the mushrooms.
Yeah, no, the ones with the teeth. They look angry all the
Oh,
time.
Goombas.
Goomba.
He looks like a
Yeah.
Goomba.
Yeah, he
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 does.
looks exactly like a Goomba all the fucking time.
I said mushroom. They do look like little mushrooms.
They do.
they do.
Shit mushrooms. Dookie.
Poo emoji.
Poo.
At the wedding I was at
Poo.
last night, they had
Why
like a
did you-
photo
I'll just keep
booth.
squeaky at me.
It's because up against the wall.
Oh, okay.
The photo booth at the wedding I was at last night, they had a poop emoji hat.
Oh, they had that at
to
Jamie
wear.
and
It
Nick's
was
wedding too. Yeah.
hilarious. So funny.
Dude, I really took
I
advantage
took
of
a
that.
huge. They had a big I guess paper mache slice of pizza. That's the prop I took.
That's funny. Of course you did, fat
Yep.
bastard. No, honestly, I took advantage really badly of the photo booth at Jamie and Nick's wedding, and I took easily 27 photos with 27 different people.
Who had the
It
spinning?
was just
one?
a
Was
line to take one with Chris. That was Frank.
It was Frank,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
that was
Frank.
that was
That one was
that was
cool.
fun,
Yeah, that was cool. I like that.
I'd never seen that.
Those
before.
videos were fun.
Yeah, like they made a scrapbook, and out of the 50 photos that were from the fucking thing, 25 were from me. And I just kept writing messages. Here I am again.
It's just like every 16 messages, it's Chris popping back
Yeah,
in.
right.
And I'm back.
You can tell the level of drunkenness he's at with each one.
Yeah, dude, that was fucked up. That was a great wedding, though. That was a great wedding, yeah.
Football.
Football, yeah.
Let's talk that
That
football.
other sport, you know.
Listen. Did you hear about OBJ?
What the fuck do we even have to talk about?
Fuck that guy.
Oh no, Beckham?
Yeah.
What, he's going to the
OBJ said,
Giants?
I never wanted to leave the Giants.
Yeah,
I
he's talking
wanted
shit
to
about
win.
Eli though, and
I
he's
wanted
fucking-
to win a Super Bowl for New York.
I thought
and
sending
this,
him
this,
off
and
was the
that.
best thing.
And
You
now
know what they
that,
got from that trade, right?
Ooh.
Dexter Lawrence.
Dexter Lawrence,
so,
yeah.
Yeah,
But-
worth every penny.
but now they're saying should Joe Shane bring him back for
No.
veteran presence from the league neighbors?
No.
I don't think he's
I gotta be
effective
honest,
enough.
out
He's
of
not a
all the
veteran
veterans-
presence.
Out of all the veterans,
He's a diva.
he is the actual bottom of the list that I would want to mentor. I'm actually worried Malik Neighbors will turn into OBJ.
I'd rather give up more
He
money.
won't. Different,
and-
completely
I'd
different.
rather give up
service
more
levels.
money, picks or whatever to get. Or no, wait, Mark Cooper's a free agent.
Yeah, still a free agent.
Yeah, so
That's
I
a good one.
I don't know how you're not going for that over
Mark Cooper
OBJ.
would be a great pickup.
Yeah.
The money does not matter in this scenario.
I also don't
you have
think
to
they
build
need-
the team the right way.
Okay,
I also don't think they need
do you
him.
see,
Not
do
for
you see
Barker.
this headline?
Thrash.
Thrash?
I mean, they kind of did, but it
Shut up.
kind of didn't.
Thrash?
Also, I hate Brian Windhorst.
Yeah,
I've grown to hate him over time. He's
Did you
really,
see him when he walked out of
ever
the
since
street?
oh yeah.
They were like, "Yeah, say none. We gonna say no, bitch." It was
Ever
fucking
since he
true.
had the moment, like yeah. Ever since he had that, he's been really full of himself.
Yeah.
So fuck you, Windy.
Well, didn't he claim to be friends with LeBron, and then LeBron was like, "Yeah, I don't know who that guy is."
He made his career off of LeBron because he covered Cleveland for years. And yeah, he would say how close he was to LeBron, and LeBron pulled a Thanos, and he's like, I don't even know who you are.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
But yeah, football. I don't know how much we
Get
have to talk
OBG
about.
away. OBG.
OBG.
I'm
You-
fucking-
Get OBGYN
I was
away
literally
from the
about to say
Giants.
I'm going there tomorrow, actually.
You were.
You are?
OBGYN, yeah.
Nice.
I go to
Oh, I thought you were gonna go to see the Giants.
that's where
Like
you
they're
go when you have a
playing.
baby. You
The
know?
Yeah, I know. You're gonna go to the
OBGYANTS.
Odell Beckham Jr. doctor. Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta-
No, he's going to the OBGYANTS.
He's gonna catch the
Yeah.
baby when the baby comes out. He's gonna catch him like that.
Yeah.
I'm fine, son.
That'd be
That'd be a great photo.
poor parenting right off
Would
the
not,
bat.
be, would not be a good start.
You don't want photo proof of that.
No.
It's just Matt
Baby in one hand,
OBJ
like a
catching.
fool in the other, just.
Yeah, right?
That'd be a sick photo, honestly. That'd be like an afterbirth.
I'm obsessed
photo
with
shoot.
Jackson Dart, by the way.
Jackson Dart's awesome.
Obsessed.
I told you he was gonna be cool as fuck.
Dude,
Oh wait,
that's the
I
thing.
shouldn't do this. I should.
Yeah, I was saying it's Dart. Dude, that's the thing. He's just fucking cool.
Yeah,
Like,
he's a cool
Like,
kid.
he's got a vibe to him. Like,
He's got
just walks
swag.
around.
He's got
But
swag.
I think
man.
that's a part of what's going to make him good.
Yes, people were so worried that he was going to be another Daniel Jones, and
Not
you
even
saw
close.
one press conference, and you're like, nope, that's not the same guy.
I saw a video of him talking to Dable about
He's a dude.
He's a dude.
That's what I
He's a
like
dude.
about him.
Just like the way he interacts with all the other
just,
guys.
He just
He's
goes,
just
all
a
right.
dude.
Like he's like
Somebody
he's
who
like,
come in and maybe not respect is maybe not the right word, but comes in and you're just like, oh, he's dope. Yeah, what's up?
You
man?
vibe with
Yeah,
him.
no, I
like-
fuck with that guy.
Yeah.
Right? So now I saw a video. He was talking to Dable about just like running plays, and Dable just kept like throwing like questions at him, and he would just hit every single question, and he just looks at him.
This video.
He looks at him. He just goes, "Love this kid," and he gave him a tap, and he walks
But he gave
away.
him the one question at the
Yeah.
end that wanted to trick him with.
Yep.
And,
And he goes, "Man, if you would have said anything
yeah,
else."
exactly. Yep.
You've been out of here.
Yep.
I think we talked about that
Yep.
when we did
did,
together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good video. I saw that shit when I was.
Yeah,
there.
that was
It
good.
cool.
But it just goes to show you, like, yeah, that like this might fucking work.
Yeah.
Like really.
Dude,
So
the combo of what's his name, Abdul Carter and Jackson Dart, I think might save the Giants.
might save Shane. Like
I don't think Shane's as much on the hot seat.
no,
as
I don't think he
Dable
is. But if okay, I will say.
But to be fair, if he had another, bad
It'll
draft,
save
it might
him
be.
versus if those two picks flop,
Yeah.
he'll never get an NFL GM job again.
Probably not. No.
Um,
Because his first draft wasn't good.
but I think
The
the
last couple since then have been good.
yeah
He
the
needs a good draft.
I think where he drafted Dart plays more of a role than anything else.
I mean, he didn't give up much.
No. But I'm saying he got him later.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah. There's less pressure.
He didn't do that instead of Carter and do something crazy like some other GMs have done in the past where
Yeah.
they take a 20-something pick quarterback, pick him in the top 5.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, I think that plays a role. The fact that you got him for a better value per se. Yeah, I think that's gonna be what?
Per se.
Per
se.
I like that word.
I always get weird when I have to type per se.
Yeah, it
'cause
doesn't
it's
feel right.
It's like
PER space
SE,
SE.
yeah.
The per se.
That's how you
Per
spell per
se.
se.
Yeah, it's not per
Oh, I
se.
hate-
Would you
That's
think it
how
was
mad he is. I
that.
hate that.
I fucking hate
this
it.
shit.
He thought it was like PERSEY.
AY.
SEY.
No, that's per se.
No, that's literally say.
Per
That's how you
se.
spell that word.
What?
Say? Like I
Say
said
no
something.
say yeah. It's SAY. Yeah.
What are we talking about then?
He thought it was PERSES.
No, he didn't.
AY.
He said,
I
thought it was
just said AY.
You said E.
I did.
You said EY.
No, I didn't say Eli. He's not.
No, I didn't say that. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, he's not dead, man.
Yeah, right.
You said it like always.
Eli's not around
Not
anymore.
around.
Not right anymore.
Sorry,
You're gonna
Eli.
be like,
Oh, dear God.
Why would you do this? You put us on a couch and just
But yeah.
have us talk shit.
All right, I think I asked you this in a previous episode. Now, when do you think Jackson Dart takes over? It's this season. It's gonna happen.
I think it is gonna be this season. Maybe like week 14. And
14, really? 9,
Week 9.
7.
I gotta be honest. Again, I think people are overblowing.
I'm not saying
the
it needs
fact
to
that Ingles
happen.
on the hot seat.
No, I don't think it.
That's why people are saying that he's gonna take
so.
over.
If Jackson, this is very much a funny enough, a Russell Wilson thing, where Russell Wilson comes in, not much is expected of him. Matt Flynn is very clearly he just got the bag. Matt Flynn is very clearly the week 1 starter. And Russell Wilson just fucking balls out, and Matt Flynn, which history shows was very meh.
Yeah.
I think the same thing could happen. Russell Wilson is gonna
Yeah, but
could
Russell
look
Wilson's
very.
a better quarterback than Matt.
He's also
Flynn
much
was.
older, much less immobile, much less of a threat overall.
He's
The thing that's going to go against Russell Wilson here too is that the first half of the Giants' schedule.
You say immobilized, he's not a paraplegic.
Yeah, right. So
You
it's
just
gonna
didn't
be
say
close.
that. I was ready for you to say
He's
that.
immobilized.
I told you.
He's fucking Stephen Hawking out here on
Yeah.
that fucking field.
Oh my god.
Throw it.
No,
throw it.
oh stop. Jesus Christ.
Anyway,
Throw it, touchdown.
what's gonna hurt him
Stop.
is the first half of the Giants' schedule is really fucking hard.
Giants have one
And
of
to
the
be
hardest
honest,
schedules.
They're probably not
Why
gonna win that many games.
Do you think I said sooner rather than later?
Why do you
But I-
think? Why?
I just go,
Why do you? Why
I go
do you
full
think?
Stephen Hawking
Why?
rest of the
Why?
pod.
Oh my god.
No, that's why I'm alluding to it being sooner rather than later because, yeah, I think Russell Wilson or Jobu could either
Jobu?
Jameis Winston.
Oh my god. You said Jobu.
That's the thing.
No, not
I don't even
Jobu.
know that.
That's
Jobu.
Wakanda forever. No, I
I
think
don't think James ever plays. By the way,
no. I think it's just
He's
Jackson
gonna be
Dart.
funny as hell though.
yes, he is.
Jameis
is
Winston-
an insurance policy.
Exactly. That's
That's what he is.
literally what I was about to say.
Yeah. God forbid he gets hurt week 2.
Mm-hmm.
You're not throwing Dart in there.
No. You gotta wait until like at least half a dozen games in.
Yeah,
Give him just keep giving him the learning curve. But I think after that first block of games that are really tough, I think that it's free game. If Jackson Dart's balling in practice, I think we definitely can see Dart overtake.
Especially if he does well in preseason too, and like,
Dude, you have
because then the fans will get
Yep.
loud.
It'll be a Tommy Cutlets thing, except for like really good reasons.
Actually,
Yeah,
like,
like legitimate.
quarterback with the last name Dart.
Like
meant to be, man.
That's so
meant to be.
fucking cool.
yeah, that's so fire. It's not like we have a quarterback named Fields.
That's true.
He could throw for Fields. Maybe that's a cool
You could
twist
throw
on
a
it.
full fucking baseball field. That'd be nice. That's all I care about.
But anyway, good transition to the Jets.
Yeah, well, the Jets, I don't know, man.
There's luckily not much to talk about, which is a good thing.
It's good, but Fields looks good.
He does look good.
In the little bit of run that they've had. Everything it's really quiet, which is really weird.
It's really quiet, so I think that's good.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean.
Because once you start hearing shit, like,
It's not Jetsian right now.
right. So, like, what I mean by that is just whenever we hear some shit happen with the Jets, it's usually a bad thing. So, like, I heard about.
We are very much like the Giants, though, where we need to get another wide receiver.
Absolutely.
We can't go into the season with Lazard being number 2 and
Yeah,
And Wilson.
no. I'm talking about anybody but Wilson. Like
yeah, you're set on Wilson. That's
we have
fine.
Josh Reynolds as a number 3, and we signed him.
No, we need a fucking. No.
I need Malachi Corley to become what he was supposed to be out of the draft.
Malachi
I
Corley's-
need Xavier Gibson to just get cut already because I feel like he's not a bust because he was not drafted to begin with.
Lazard to get
But-
fucking cut.
but he's
I
nothing.
can't stand him, bro.
Maybe Pittsburgh will want him when Aaron
Rodgers.
signs.
How has that not become official? Like he's gonna wait until preseason at this point.
I honestly kind of hope he retires now.
That'd be
know?
hilarious for the Steelers because
And
they
then now you're stuck with fucking Will Howard as your starting quarterback.
might be a better option.
Then Aaron Rodgers. you think?
No, I don't. But if drama wise, yes.
No,
I'd say for their sanity, maybe.
Yeah.
At least you can point to like, oh, he's young.
Do you think that the Steelers could still keep that double-digit win season longevity that they've had
No. I
with
think
Will
it's not
Howard?
this year. No.
With Aaron Rodgers? I think it's possible.
Will Howard is fine.
got
Honestly,
DJ
I think
Metcalf.
He'll probably be better.
Aaron Rodgers and
Did we
DJ
get-
Metcalf
did we
is
get
a
fucking
crazy
double
combo.
digit
I know.
win with Aaron
That's a
Rodgers?
lot of personality.
What? No.
We didn't end up with double digit.
No,
wins.
because we sucked and we didn't have a coach.
But still,
They have
Mike
Tomlin. Tomlin is the reason they have double-digit wins, not the players.
I just don't see how Aaron Rodgers is going to vibe with Mike Tomlin. I don't see.
I think there's a lot of respect there. I think he'll fall in line. If there is one coach in the entire fucking league,
True.
it's Mike Tomlin to get anybody straight except for Antonio
I
Brown.
think there's respect now.
No,
I
he
don't
said
think-
it while he was a Jet.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
But I think there's respect now. I don't know if there's going to be respect by
Like,
10
okay.
He also has respect
That's
for
what
him,
happened
but
with Mike
wasn't-
McCarthy, too.
That makes sense.
fine.
I don't think he ever
he's
truly. I
saying
don't think
that-
anybody could have respect for Mike McCarthy.
he's
Dude
saying
just looks
that-
like a fat mumbling
He's saying that,
That's
but he
fair.
doesn't
dumbass.
fucking. He's not his quarterback. You know what I mean? You could say you respect another coach.
That's what I mean.
If you don't play for him, you can
different.
respect him way more than
Mike
if you played
Tomlin,
for
our
him.
coach, is hard.
Yeah, but also
he's-
this would
he's
be
very
a
aggressive.
this would be a marriage of two needy parties essentially.
He's
So-
got one option. They've got one option.
it could be
Where
it
else
could
you gotta go?
yeah.
Retire.
I think
into
this
the
is
sunset.
best case scenario for both teams at this particular point. Particular.
This port in the storm.
Yes,
Yeah, right.
good one.
This port in the storm.
Speaking of Port in a Storm, Last of Us.
Oh, so fucking crazy.
Do you watch?
No, I haven't watched
Oh,
it.
so good, man.
So mad. They
It was
did that
it was
way.
like an episode too short though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's how you know that the next season's gonna be fucking insane.
Well, the next season's all Abby. Well, no, that doesn't give away anything.
No, it's
Next season's all Abby.
yeah, it's all Abby's point of view.
Did you ever play the video games?
No,
Okay, I know.
Well, I want to.
I know what's gonna happen.
okay, don't tell me. I want to. Nick has it. He said he was gonna let me borrow it.
One or two or both.
Both.
There's two games. Okay.
Yeah, both.
No, next season because they show it at the end
I
of
heard
the.
playing the game is a totally different team.
Spoiler warning. Yeah, at the end of the finale, they show day one of Seattle with Abby.
Right.
Yeah, so that's a hint that all next season is going to be
Right,
Abby's
right, right.
Is
storyline.
Fallout like apocalyptic?
Completely different game, but okay.
No, what is
I
it?
said Last of Us.
Isn't Fallout also a show?
It is.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I got
I played Fallout
Oh,
4.
shit.
It was pretty good.
Fallout's good.
so The Last of Us.
Fallout is like a survival game, and Last of Us is like a Red Dead Redemption
Yeah.
kind of like
Is it like apocalyptic or is it like?
post-apocalyptic. Fallout is definitely post-apocalyptic.
Yeah,
like
that's
bombs
The
went
Last
off,
of Us
everything
is-
got fucked up and mutated and stuff, and it's like a weird Wild West kind of vibe.
Okay.
Last of Us is Walking Dead, just a different version of it,
Okay.
Much.
but it's simplified enough.
Yeah, I never got fully into the zombie stuff for some reason.
I love it.
Except for Zombieland. Fucking love
Oh yeah,
it.
great,
I mean,
great,
it's fucking
great movies,
sad.
but that's because it's heavily
Sorry,
comedy.
Just see Jazz moving around behind the thing, and it looks like she's making like shapes or something, you know.
Wacky inflatable arm.
You look like the car wash guy.
car sales
The
lot.
car wash guy.
Wacky,
Wacky Waveling.
That's what I said.
Too, man. Yeah.
It's a car sales lot, not a car wash.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh my
Shut the
wife.
car off.
But yeah, I don't even remember what our schedule is for the Jets right now.
It's shitty like it always is.
But did we? No. We have a good. Like I think we have a winnable. Like not
Yeah,
winnable,
definitely.
but we have a not as hard of a schedule as we've had in
No,
years past.
I can tell you straight up.
Fuck it,
I
I'll just look it
saw
up.
the Giants' schedule and I felt genuinely.
That was a weird one. Why they gave you guys such a hard beginning.
That's fucked up. Like,
After
why-
after the season you just came off,
Like,
it's
but you
supposed to
got
be the
Washington?
opposite. Like
I
you're
know,
supposed to have a
No,
layup.
Washington and Philly like 4 times
Now
within
keep
the
in
first.
mind, the Giants always beat Washington once.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's very
this
rare that they
this
lose
would be
twice.
the year that maybe that doesn't happen.
No.
Depending on who's the quarterback. If-
Yeah.
Like
Jackson Dart might beat the fucking Commanders.
well, because they won't have
Keep in
tape.
mind, the Giants also almost beat the Eagles with that shitty team last
That's
year.
true.
So
Yeah,
like,
that's
That's a good
anything
point.
can happen in football.
Yeah. The Giants always play the Eagles pretty good though.
All
Yeah,
right.
they do.
They always play.
They play the
Eagles
Cowboys
good.
like shit.
Yeah, because when I went with Mike, we went to that game. It was Washington Giants. They got demolished.
Yeah, it was
But then the week after that, they played them and they fucking won by, I think, 2 touchdowns. How
So
we
the
look-
Jets schedule is funny enough. Steelers week 1.
Yeah,
Fun.
I knew that.
They're lining that up. That's how you almost how you know Aaron Rodgers is going to sign.
Exactly.
Bills, Buccaneers, Dolphins, Cowboys, Broncos, Panthers, Bengals, Browns, Patriots, Ravens, Falcons, Dolphins, Jaguars, Saints, Patriots, Bills. It's very up and down.
Yeah.
You got a couple good teams, couple bad teams.
You could get.
You also
Bills.
don't know what teams.
I
are
think
gonna
they
be
could get 5,
The
maybe
Bills.
6.
I don't even
7.
know who they have to throw to anymore.
Yeah, everybody's
The
got
Bills
Keon
don't
Coleman.
have a fucking team. They only have is Josh Allen.
Keon Coleman.
And,
I'd
and
say
their-
Keon Coleman.
He's a good receiver.
Year 2.
He's a good receiver.
Yeah, you got
Their
bigger
defense
too.
is fucking good though.
I don't know if you saw it. You got pretty big.
Yeah?
Coleman. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to get new jackets from H&M or whatever.
Keon Coleman.
Keon.
Yeah, did I say-
Why are you making it Asian?
I'm
I didn't.
Kang, no him.
Keon?
Kang the Conqueror Coleman? What? Yo, whoa, what the?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
Dude, did you see those bubble jackets that the guy from the 49ers makes? His
I
wife?
thought you were gonna say the guy from the Bills, and I was like, that's who we're talking about.
You know where she's from?
Juice's wife, right?
From Massapequa.
Yeah,
His wife is from Massapequa?
Juice.
Juice,
right?
juicer?
Juice chick.
Juice chick.
Check.
Juice chick?
Juice chick.
She's a juice chick.
She's a juice chick. He's
Steroids.
juice chick.
Steroids. no, her jackets
Fire.
are fucking dope.
That's been a thing though for like 2 seasons now.
Yeah, no, but she has a sponsorship with
Oh, is she allowed
She-
to?
Now
She
she
has
has
a-
a she has a deal
For a
now.
while, she didn't.
the guy that made.
She has a
People
deal.
were like, "This is what we want." Like,
You could sell them as long as
the
it's
guy-
not for
the
no
guy
profit.
that-
You
she
won't get
made-
sued that way.
She made Super Bowl vests.
Yeah.
I know they were
Yeah,
so
she
cool.
made Super Bowl vests. It was really nice. But the guy that made that bubble vest for Spike Lee with it, Brunson.
Yeah.
He just got a fucking sponsorship with the NBA. This is fucking insane.
That's
I
the
want one of
cool
those
thing
vests
about like
so bad.
social media and stuff nowadays is
Yeah.
that you could go from
Find
like
stuff.
just having just fucking around hobby and it turns like you get
I
a
would
real
love to have
fucking
that vest. I love it. I love that.
it's
fucking
probably like
vest.
10,000-15,000.
No, I saw the
Yeah.
price on it. It's $7,000, but I don't know.
not as bad as I thought. Okay.
I don't want to pay $7,000 for a fucking bubble vest. You know?
No, you say that like it's in the realm of possibility.
Yeah,
You're
right
not
to
paying
right.
$7
My
grand.
wife would probably leave me.
I'll castrate
I
you.
think she might.
Do you know what castrating is?
Yeah, it's alright. Don't worry about it. You'll be okay. What do you want? Cut off my fucking
There we go.
shinats?
No, the balls. That's
Yeah,
it.
my shishinats.
Oh, shishinats. I thought you might. Okay.
That's a piece of dick.
All right.
Take it easy.
Yes, it is.
What are you doing? Good lord.
I've never heard shishinats before.
Shishinats.
Never heard.
Because he
It.
made it up right now.
I did.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
I'm on the
I,
spot.
I
I'm on the
know a
spot.
lot of lingo and words. I never heard that
You
one.
know? Bangers and mash.
Yeah, that's a thing.
That's definitely a thing. I would love
That's a dish though. Not genitalia.
Chinatsalia?
Anyway.
That's.
All right.
All right. We got anything else we need to talk about?
Okay, we're good, buddy.
All right. See.
There's no hockey, women's basketball.
Oh wait, the Liberty. Jesus.
So about the Liberty a little bit?
Liberty starting what 6-7-0. They just beat the Connecticut Sun 100-52
Yeah,
yesterday.
it's fucking insane.
Which
The-
is just a dumb name.
Yeah, Liberty. How did
Connecticut
I forget? I have the
It's
fucking
the
hat
same,
on.
right?
I have the hat.
Wait. The WNBA's Dallas team is the Dallas Wings?
We were just talking about this.
What a horrible.
All right, I'm gonna go through team names.
Yeah. They're
Should I
they
give-
make me so upset.
Should I make up some and see if he could pick out the
Yeah,
real
yeah,
ones?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All
They
right.
make
That's
me
how we're gonna end the episode.
Chris,
Fuck it.
the names of WNBA
That
teams
Dallas Wings.
make me so upset because there's just
They're not
zero
good.
creativity.
All right.
Like
It's not gonna
Bro,
take
if that
long
was
because
a
there's
team
only
from
like
Buffalo,
12 teams.
They missed a wide open layup for that
that
game.
would make sense.
The Buffalo Wings would be a great basketball
That would be
team.
amazing.
Are you shitting me?
Oh my god.
What?
All right.
Oh, the Buffalo Wings. WNBA Buffalo Wings get a pounding
right.
from the New York Liberty.
So I'm gonna
a sick
I'm gonna
lineup.
start off with 3 teams. You're gonna give me the one that is fake.
Okay.
All right. We have the Dream. We have the Mercury, and we have the Waves.
Waves is fake.
Okay,
I
good.
know that because I saw.
Yeah, damn it.
I love that show. It's great.
I made that up on the spot because I didn't think of one before
It's a
saying
great
it.
show.
It
Kate
is
Hudson's
it's pretty
hot
good
as hell. Kate Hudson's hot as hell. I love
for her age.
Yeah,
Very
who
good.
gives a fuck about her
No,
age?
I'm saying though because she's older now. She's like 57.
And
probably?
what's her face?
50, yeah.
Macaulay Culkin's wife.
Brenda Song.
Great.
Loved her on Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Remember when she?
That was you and
Go
your
back.
and your twin. That was back when you were a child star. Let's go.
Kid's name is Dylan.
Yeah.
fair.
Spruce.
Sprouse.
Spruce.
Sprouse.
Spruce. Okay. good
The sky, the sun, and the
job. And the clouds.
and
I
the.
just laugh like that.
Oh no, I froze up. I forgot what I was gonna say.
But I can, Chris,
Matt,
I can
help
tell
me
you
out.
the one that makes me the most angry,
What?
and it's the Washington Mystics. Because is a mystic a person?
I think the Dream is the worst.
Is
It should have been. It should have been the Connecticut Mystics.
I don't think Connecticut should have a team.
right?
Mystic is
Connecticut
Also,
should
yeah,
have a team.
Why does Connecticut need a team? It's New York Liberty right here.
All right, we'll just go through the rest. So it's. I'll start from the bottom of the league, which is Connecticut, which is weird because they were actually good to start the year last year, and
Yeah,
now
they
they're
were.
bottom of the barrel,
1-6.
1-6.
Connecticut
How did
is
you
what?
know that?
It was on the team.
Oh, okay.
Connecticut is what?
Sun.
Connecticut Sun
Makes no sense.
Fucking terrible.
Dallas Wings.
That's
Horrible.
bro.
Do they have a history with planes at all? I know my state does.
Do they have
How
a
does
history of chicken wings?
No, but wings like planes maybe.
Buffalo does.
Wings would make sense if
But the
Charlotte
thing is,
had a
the,
team.
The Wings logo is like bird wings. Like
Right.
Like angel wings
Yeah, no.
almost.
Well, you can't have
Like
plain
Dallas,
wings as a team.
dude.
That would
Dallas,
be
you
even
can
weirder.
have the Dallas Stars, the Dallas.
You have the Dallas. Stars.
Yeah, but like you know what I'm saying,
you
like
can make it like the like when a pilot gets their wings, like the pin.
Yeah,
Like you can make it like that if you were
Yeah.
talking
like
about
Bentley
planes.
wings. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Bentley wings.
That's what it
Just put a
is.
big D on it.
Dallas wings,
that
L.A. Sparks. I'm okay with. I told
LA
Matt
Sparks
this.
is
I like
just
I like the
It's always
Sparks.
been the Sparks.
Well, the Sparks makes sense. Like L.A.
To be
Like
fair, the Lakers don't make sense for LA, so.
well because they weren't. There's Minneapolis.
Oh, Minneapolis.
Yeah,
Minneapolis?
is that what I said? Right.
You said
He
Minneapolis.
said less syllables.
Minneapolis.
He said less syllables, so I was like, did I say something wrong?
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis.
Chicago Sky
Terrible.
No.
makes
Like,
no-
and also like a city like Chicago.
It should be the Chicago Beans.
All right, the next one makes no sense, but is probably the best in the whole league.
What?
The Golden State Valkyrie.
Best name.
That sounds
It's
awesome.
the best name in the league.
I would be scared to play that team.
Yeah. Sadly,
They have
they're
cool
only 2 and
colors
4.
too, right?
They're
What colors?
purple. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Purple, purple, gray, and black.
Yeah.
That's
a sick
badass.
colorway, yeah.
And it's like a lavender purple,
Ooh.
which is even more dope.
Might have
I
to get a fucking hat.
love lavender.
Might have to get a hat.
Valkyrie hat might
Fight Valkyrie
Michael
hat.
hard.
Valkyrie hat, son, let's
That sounds
go.
awesome.
Ooh.
Indiana
Lavender hoodie would be
Indiana
nice.
Fever.
That one's terrible. 'Cause
No.
what kind of fever?
There's a reason behind it. I know.
you
Kind of
sick?
fever. Do you
What, are
have
you gonna
like
have the California virus?
small
yeah,
fever,
their
small
sub name is the
small fever? What the fuck am I saying?
104.6.
Yeah, right.
The Indiana sickness.
The
Whoa.
Indiana outbreak. That's actually a better name.
He's
The
programming
Indiana sickness.
Yeah.
the illness.
The outbreak.
That's a better
The
name than
Indiana
fever.
outbreak.
What is it? New York pandemic?
The New York pandemic. The Indiana.
And then Matt's favorite,
Oh,
the Washington Mystics.
Stupid.
Washington
It's so lazy.
That makes no sense.
Because of the
Piggyback.
Wizards.
Well, the DC
Wizards
is
are
all
a thing.
the DC is also very similar to the Wizards
That's what I mean.
DC.
You didn't even fucking try.
Like New York Liberty is the perfect name for a team.
But also, you
and like they could have piggybacked. off the
Wait,
Knicks.
you piggybacked off of a team who also makes no sense. The Wizards make no sense for the capital of the
Can I ask you a
United
question?
States.
What is it? What is a Knickerbocker?
It's a pirate.
A pirate.
Wait, look. Whoops.
Damn, I said for one piece.
I'm surprised.
It's like
I'm
yeah.
very surprised it didn't break.
Oh. I have seen this logo. Yeah.
Oh, that's a sick fucking logo. Yeah, Knickerbocker Avenue has a very dope vintage store that you should check out. Though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they have like the old starter jackets, the satin jackets, the jerseys, and Mitchell and Ness and shit. Everything's like from the '90s and '80s.
Oh yeah.
It's really cool.
What is a? I just want to make. Oh no! Wait, it's referring to the pants. Knickerbockers.
Oh, what's a bocker?
Chill out.
Knickers.
Yeah. Make that hard get.
Shout out to all my Knickers.
Oh, it's also
We're getting demonetized.
it's also actually a term for a New Yorker.
Yeah, that's what I
A
figured.
New Yorker
term-
is a Knickerbocker?
It's like
The
a
term
metropolitan.
Knickerbocker is associated with New York and its early Dutch settlers.
Oh,
That guy looks Dutch, honestly.
well, he's from Holland.
Interesting.
Isn't that weird?
It's a pretty sick logo. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It is. They need
Like, if
to.
they brought that back like once.
I want an alternate jersey that has
Right?
it. Yeah.
That would be sick if they did the
Honestly,
that
an orange
white-
heavy one with that logo would be sick.
the white jersey that you have, the Bernard King one.
I don't have Bernard King jersey, but nice try there.
This is
Oh, Pearl
awkward.
Monroe?
No, was it? You have
I don't have
King
Bernard
one?
King
This is
jersey. I do
awkward.
want a Bernard King jersey.
The one that has it's white with the red letters, the red and navy,
Red.
like that dark red. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't have a Knicks jersey that has
You have a
red.
Pearl
you have red?
Monroe that has it's a
It's
white
not
jersey.
red. It's
No, it's a
orange.
white jersey. No, you have one.
Why would it be red?
The Knicks never had red in their logo. You schmuck.
You want to bet on that?
I do.
Okay, cool.
It was
Why
never
would it be
red.
red?
It was deep orange.
What are you grabbing my hand?
You're talking about the
What
NY.
am I grabbing your hand? Because I want to grab your hand.
You're talking about the old NY.
No,
My phone.
look it up.
Yes.
Look up like '60s fucking Nick logos.
See, it would have came up automatically.
No. Hold up. I'm gonna show you. Watch this.
Watch this.
Watch it.
Watch
I
it.
have to
bitch.
watch as he's.
How would you put
looking it up.
red logo?
This is great podcast content.
Derp fuck.
But anyway,
Great content.
next team name while you're looking that up was Seattle, the Sounders. I think no, Sounders was the football team. Storm. Storm is fine because Seattle is
I like
a
it.
dreary, stormy place.
I think it's cool.
I don't hate that one. How
Yeah,
about
dude,
you,
I think
Chris?
you're
What is it?
Kill two birds with one stone. The Seattle Storm.
That's not terrible.
I like it.
I don't hate it. It's not as bad as Fever,
I would say-
Dream, Sky. Just ancillary words.
To me, the
Also, why
worst
are we
one
picking all better
is
things?
the worst one is the
Sky,
the
Fever,
wings.
or
Sun, Storm, like, can we pick something? Honestly, I'm starting to think they sat around a table and be like, shit, I forgot to pick it.
Bro, is that not
Sun.
bro? Is
Got
that not
sun.
a fucking burnt
They
red?
picked Sun.
No, so it's
That's red.
all right.
bro.
It looks red.
Zoom it in. Is
It
that not
looks-
fucking
it
red,
looks
bro?
red.
That's fucking like a burgundy color.
It's red.
Right. That's the one I'm
Wait,
talking
wait.
about.
It should
Do that
say.
but with that logo.
It's probably not red in person, but there it looks red.
This is also from a website that is called WeGotShirt.com.
Cool. What does that mean? When that's still
Because it's not
fucking
official
We
NBA
have
merch,
shirts.
they could do whatever they
jersey?
want.
Man, you have the white version of that fucking jersey.
No, I don't.
So which one do you have?
I have an Earl the Pro Memorial Hardwood Classics jersey that is orange and blue and a white
I
jersey.
seen you with the white, and I told you I wanted it, and you said you didn't want to give it to me.
Why would you want to give it to you?
Because, Dylan gives shit away. I don't know
Literally gave him an Iverson jersey.
why. Yeah,
That's true.
he did it. I love it.
All-Star Iverson jersey, 2003.
It's literally my
literally,
favorite.
Classic white one.
literally
No,
it's blue.
blue, bro.
Oh,
It's
okay.
sick. It has the
All-Star-
stars on the side. and
Eastern
everything. It's
All-Star
fucking
team.
awesome. It's probably my favorite jersey I have.
It was one of my favorite jerseys, and that is how much I love you.
Yeah, I know.
The
If
Phoenix
I ever come across Dwayne Wade's
Phoenix Mercury.
dirty booger snot tissue, I'll give it to you.
Okay. Phoenix Mercury. Oh wait, Vegas Aces. That's a.
The
awesome
Vegas
sign.
Aces is
I
normal.
I love that one.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
Um,
It makes sense at least.
But Phoenix Mercury.
Lazy.
Phoenix.
I think it makes sense because
Phoenix
no, that's not
Mercury?
lazy because
It's just
Mercury,
going off the suns.
Mercury in a thermometer because it's hot there.
Yeah, but you literally just took like sun. What's the first planet? Or is Mercury the first planet? Yes, right.
Mercury, Venus,
Turning
Earth,
into
and
a
Mars.
fucking
Yeah.
astrology podcast.
You literally just went like sun.
Sun, Mercury, then Venus.
I don't know
Sun,
if that was the thought process, then that's kind of lazy.
I just feel like with like the desert, like
You're not gonna call
you
him
can do
the.
better.
I think Mercury,
Phoenix
if it's
dirt.
because of if it's because
The Phoenix dirt.
Phoenix sand.
the cacti,
Yeah.
The Phoenix cacti would be dope.
the pricklies.
That would be weird. That just call them the peepees. The Phoenix
The
pricklies, the
prickly-
prickly pears.
The Mercury, if it means thermometer because it's hot, I think is creative. If it's because it's the next from the sun, then
Cool.
I'm gonna have to agree with Matt.
I'm thinking that it's that. I don't know that for a fact.
Yours,
You know what would be dope?
think yours
the
makes- I
Phoenix,
don't-
the Phoenix Horizon would be dope.
I don't get it.
I don't hate it, but being a
Horizon.
horizon is a weird like.
Yeah, it's not exactly.
Being a
Conception.
fucking wing sucks in the Dallas
I'm
Mavericks.
saying being
I
the
never
sky.
said that one was good.
Being
Yeah.
the sky,
No,
being
I
the
never
fever. Why the fuck would you want to be the fever?
All right, let's.
Speaking of the Chicago Sky, I saw online that there's this group of guys that's just they're only betting on Angel Reese to miss her
Missing,
first
yeah.
and they've won like 6 or 7 days
Yeah.
in a row.
Oh my
It's the
god!
funniest thing ever.
I think I might have to start doing it.
Yo,
Yeah.
the best meme I've seen for the WNBA in the last year is explain to someone who doesn't know the WNBA Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, and it's Andre Drummond is jealous of Steph Curry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that feels right.
It's on point.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking smart.
She's
Yeah.
not good.
No.
She's not.
She's not.
She's horrible.
No,
And I'm
she
not-
has a lot of volume.
In
It
no
makes her
way,
stats look
in
better.
no way am I a hater.
She gets boards like a motherfucker, but she never fucking scores.
True.
She's
That's what she does. She
Good
just gets
rebound.
boards.
I'll give her that. Good
she's
rebound.
got Haley Van Lith now, so hopefully there'll be a better team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll round it out with the Atlanta Dream, Minnesota Lynx, and
The Atlanta Dream.
our
It's like,
favorite
what the fuck
New
are you doing?
York
What's the
Liberty.
dream?
The Dream is a dumb one. Lynx and Liberty are fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those might be they're the
Lynx,
top.
Liberty, and Valkyrie
They're the
are the
top
top
two
three.
teams in the league, and those might be the top two names in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lynx is a fire name.
Lynx
is a dope
sick.
name.
Like
I also love their colors.
Liberty.
Too.
Their
I,
colors are dope.
I
They're
didn't
bright green.
love Liberty for a while. I thought it was lazy.
Well,
Yeah,
would you
but
want
it's
to
lazy,
would've been
but it's
piggyback
lazy,
off the
but it's on point.
I was saying, it's right
lazy.
there.
It's a
lazy-
layup, we'll say. It's
Lazy
not
would have
lazy.
been like the New York Pigeons. That would have been lazy.
No.
Now, lazy would have been finding out a way to be like to make it off the Knicks, like
Son, the New York
literally
Chinese.
just like lazy, lady
fire,
Knicks, you
bro.
know.
Nobody's
I would
naming
buy that jersey in a heartbeat, bro.
the New York
It's just
Slices.
a fucking huge fucking job
Or if
cheese.
they went with blue and orange, that would have been lazy too.
Yeah, no, their
No,
colors are very
going
very
with
nice.
mint was the
It
seafoam.
also just makes perfect sense with the name,
Yeah.
you know.
Because it's the same colors as Statue of Liberty.
That jersey that I
Did you see
bought.
the fucking Statue of Liberty Kobe's that
Yes, they're gonna come out with them as a PE that releases at the end of the year.
I like them a lot.
Um,
like literally the whole sneakers, the color of the Statue of Liberty.
They're all
Cool.
And it
yeah.
has like the gold copper Nike check on it.
But the best jersey in the entire league, in my opinion, is the one that I have that says equality on it, and it's the almost like spray
when it's
paint
faded,
gradient,
yeah,
the
yeah,
black
yeah.
to
Wish it
mint.
didn't say equality. Is that weird?
Seems a little sexist, but
Well, because it
Just
comes
not-
off as like a gimmick jersey, though. It's like
I
when,
totally get
Like a
that.
giveaway.
it's like when these like college football teams put like do like their Armed Forces Day and they put like honor on the back, you know.
I can
And it
understand.
just comes off as gimmicky.
Like if you're gonna do a patch that says equality, that's fine.
Yeah.
But like keep the
I-
name of the jersey.
I
of the
think
team.
because of they did the equality with like the Liberty torch on one of the letters, I forget which one,
The
but like
eye.
it looks
I would assume it's the eye as well.
makes sense. That makes sense. Okay,
I can't think of which one it was.
that makes sense.
I
I thought it was the U, but
It was definitely the Q.
actually
but it's fine.
you could make the U the flame. Like
Don't do that. Don't try
You
to.
could.
No, don't try to.
could.
No.
Crazy.
You're-
wait, let's make sure because it's if it's the A, then
Bro, it's the
Could have
A.
done 2 for the Y.
I'll give you
know?
$50 right now if it's any letter except for the I.
equality,
I'm not making that bet.
I'm making
liberty,
the bet. I don't
jersey.
care.
No, I'm pretty
go.
cool.
With how lazy the rest of the WNBA
And
teams
Angel
are.
Reese is gonna miss a fucking her next shot.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that bet in right now.
It
actually.
is the LI.
It's the I knew it was the I. I just need that jersey. On.
But it's
Could've
such
been
a
the
great jersey.
It's a great
It's
jersey.
fade with
I
like
agree.
almost a spray paint. Like,
I agree with
oh
that.
my god, it's so dope. But yeah, all right. Well, that's now a good place to end off. The Liberty are the best team in the league. We're gonna repeat this year. That's all we need to know.
Back.
This is the Any Sports Podcast.
We talk about anything at any given time. But
Main focus always New York.
There it is. See ya.
holla.
Yeah, Chris and Dylan on the mic, straight from Queens Turf. Podcast game strong, Jets, Knicks, Rangers, Murph, Mets and Yankees, dream Bronx to Shea. In the city that never sleeps, sports don't play. NY faithful, we're repping our teams. Jets fly high and I pick out those dreams. From courts to fields, can't walk away. Queens talk sports each and every day. Chopped cheese breakfast, bagels by noon. Pizza slice nights over New York tune. Game stats fly while the meatball simmers. Chris with the takes, Dylan drops singers. Microphones buzzing like city lights. From Knicks brick shots to Rangers fights. Taste of NY.